All right, guys, welcome to an edition of JG9 Live where we are calling two games at once. We are doing Red River and a top 10 matchup between Indiana and Oregon, two of the best quarterbacks in the nation. Mendoza against Moore. Meanwhile, in Red River, starting in 10 minutes' time, John Matera expected to play today after the hand injury. He will play, missing basically no time, missed one game. That was against Kent State, as Texas looks to rebound after that loss to Florida, where they are now outside the top 25. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. I see we got 12 already from Gamana. I already got you in on the game you wanted. I can't believe I'm seeing people overreact to one bad game. We're in a slump. I get, however, so the line hour contenders are just ridiculous. Everyone thinks they won't be playing in the college football playoffs. Don't bother showing up to parade after they win. I love that copy pasta. I love it. I love that copy pasta. That's great. That is great, Gamana. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. As always, I got you on the FIU game. Appreciate all you guys being here. My name is JG9. If you've never been to one of these streams before, how it works is like this. Fire on the chat any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I'll just go in the order I see them. It's going to be a bit tough to get to donations today. Just keep that in mind. It's going to be a bit tougher. I'm going to try my absolute best to get to donations. Or not get to donations. Get to everything in the chat. It's going to be a bit tougher because we're calling two games at once, so not a lot of time for breathing room. But that's why donations are big, because they get highlighted. I get to see everything. But I am going to get to everything as best I can. Alabama surviving Missouri, crazy game. That fourth down conversion was huge, and then just a throw to absolutely no one at the end. As it looks like Pitt is going to win against FSU, barring anything crazy. FSU has no timeouts. Pitt's got third down. So I figure they can take it down to about 30 seconds here. And UCLA looking very good. About to win their second straight. How's it going, Bobby? Don't let someone down me. Not hard at all. That's actually a great song for me. That's actually a great song. They don't have it. Speaking of karaoke songs, $50. I'll sing any song you want me to. $25. You get a song half off, and we're going to spin the wheel to figure out which song is half off, and then we'll start the Oregon game. That game is going to start in just about 1 minute time. The song that is half off for this stream only is going to be, drum roll please, $25 gets you Can't Take My Eyes Off of You by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. If I'm going to maybe pass up, but they freaking want him happy. I don't blame you. I think one loss for this point for Bama. I think most fans would have taken that at the start of the season. Big win on the road against Missouri. I thought they were going to choke that away. I thought after the fourth down conversion they were choking that ball away, or choking that game away. UCLA won again, 2 in a row for them. 2 in a row. I thought for sure after that fourth down conversion, I'm like, oh crap, here we go. Oregon's going to get a start. Oregon in the green, Indiana in the whites. Let's see. It looks like we've got about 67% of you taking Oregon to win this one. And then in the next game, Oklahoma, pretty similar percentage, about 64% of you taking them. All right, let's do this thing. At Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon going to get a start. We're calling 2 games at once. Oh, Diane Keenan? Oh, man. Did not see that. Did not see that. Both these teams undefeated. Oregon coming off that double overtime game against Penn State. Indiana, a 5-point win against Iowa last time out. There's a relaxing day for me. That's good. That's good. Offside on the Knowles, that's ball game. That is ball game. Whew, that is a bad one. All right, the kickoff here. We are underway here in Eugene for this top 10 matchup. One of the biggest road regular season games Indiana's ever played. And in comes Dante Moore at quarterback. One of the favorites for the Heisman. One of the projected potential #1 overall draft picks. A backup to Dylan Gabriel. Last season, this year has been sensational. The redshirt sophomore. 14 touchdowns, 1 pick. Last game against Penn State. 29 for 39, 248, 3 touchdowns. No picks, and led that team in that double OT whiteout game. First down here, 2 at the top of the screen. Now 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom in the pistol. Moore takes it, hands it off up the middle, play action. And Moore trying to step up. He'll get sacked, brought down for a loss of 7. Taken down on the play there by Mario Landino. A great start for the Hoosiers, makes it 2nd and long. You knew Houses got the job? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely on that one. He 100% is the job. He should at least. He should. I don't see why I wouldn't at this point. Going quick to the line on 2nd down. Once again on the pistol. Neither fronts me too. I was like, I don't trust Castellanos. I just can't trust him. Now, he didn't play bad today. But I just don't trust FSU. And that's 3 losses. They're done. They're done. Handoff here. They got some of the yardage back, but still 3rd and very long. Got to work, but after the Mariners Huskies last night, you can relax. Yeah, that was a crazy day for Seattle sports. Crazy day for Seattle sports. Yeah, 3 losses for FSU. Stick a fork in them. They are done. And the seed is now hot once again. They are donezo. And that's 3 losses in conference play, so they're not making it to the ACC championship. They are toast. Yeah, someone's going to hire him, yeah, if he doesn't get the job. Empty backfield, 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Indiana showing 5 on the line, 6 in the box. Moore takes a quick little screen pass. Does he have a convoy in front? He does not, but gets out of it somehow. That was all him. He did not have the blockers out in front. But Gary Bryant somehow makes a few men miss against the first down, right around the 37-yard line. I don't know how he did that. He did not have the blockers out in front on that one. Just some nice footwork there, eventually making Amari Farrell miss. Now they go to Bowlies. Yes, they will. They will. Yeah, best of this way, Mayo Bowl. Enjoy the Mayo Bowl, baby. A first down for the Ducks. Whittington in the backfield. To his left. Whittington, last game, 7 carries, 25 yards. That was it. Oregon had 4.5 yards per carry last game and 176 rushing yards. And they'll give the ball off here. Whittington. It's down to the 42. We'll call it a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. Again, Oklahoma, Texas starting in just a little bit. Or Lyquist, maybe. But 2nd and 5. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. Moore takes it, they send 5. Moore Checks it down to Whittington. That's going to be a short of the 6. Wow, he did not go north-south. He went east-west instead. And that was a mistake. He tried to get extra yards to get the first down. Have Emma choke that game. Another 4th down conversion allowed. If they allowed a big one at the start of the drive, they would have, I think they would have allowed another one. If it wasn't for the pick, I think Missouri goes down the field and gets a field goal. 3rd and 2. Again, a bit surprised Whittington didn't just go north-south on that one. Try to get the first. He would have had it with ease. Would have had the first with ease. Instead, brings up 3rd down. They got their last 3rd down. MSU was a 6-16. It does feel that way. Told you, I was like, don't buy in on them. Yeah, I'm not selling Castellanos. I don't trust him to throw the ball down the field. So Wildcat, direct snap to the back. He's short. He's short by a yard. That's Jay Harris. Short by a yard. On that one, his 15th carry of the season. You figure they're going to go for here. Over 16. Yep, Huskies won last night, yes. 38-19. They won 38-19. 4th and 1, they'll leave the offense out there. They'll go for it. Again, Red River, we're going to start in probably about 5 minutes. Ohio State's definitely number 1. With that defense, they're number 1 until they're not. Basically, until they lose, they're number 1. I formation. Tight end goes in motion. Moore hands it off, and he's short! He is short! Indiana taking over on the plus side of the 50. Jordan Davidson going nowhere. And man, that decision to not go north-south on that 2nd down grab, costly. As Davidson going absolutely nowhere, Indiana gets the stop. They did a very good job stopping the ground game last time against Iowa. Just 3 yards to carry for the Hawkeyes. 92 yards on 31 carries. Did a very good job stopping the ground game last time out. And a great stand there. Back-to-back stops. And Indiana going to get it. Meanwhile, Red River. There are some technical difficulties right now with Red River. Okay, Red River just started. Hang on. My stream is not working for Red River. But the game is underway. Red River is underway. I'm going to try my absolute best to call. The problem is that... Okay, it works on the Spanish broadcast. Okay, I'm just going to have to watch on the Spanish broadcast. That's fine. That's fine. 2nd and 10 for Oklahoma. All right. Yeah, the English broadcast is not working for Red River at the actual... That was a drop pass there. Johnson with the town. Pretty sure he's ran fact or fiction. Ellie plays less than 100 games due to lockout in 27. I'm going to say fact. Got competition. Let's go, baby. Hand off there. Nothing doing for Oklahoma. Brings up 3rd down. Yeah, I'm going to say fact. I think this lockout is going to be pretty bad. I don't think they're going to lose the season, but I think it's going to be pretty bad. My YouTube viewers working. They go quick on 3rd down. Middle of the field, open, caught at the 45 and down to the 48. It's a nice throw there by Mateer. As a flag on the play. If it stands, Satenga. Yeah, red starts again for that, yes. So on defense, so... Yeah, the Spanish broadcast works. Yeah, English broadcast is not working on stream. The Spanish one is working. I guess somewhere in the night, I could see that. I could see that. And one gets serious, I could see that, yeah. I don't think I'm going to play full season in 27. But that is competition for sure, Gamana. That is absolute competition. I love it. I love it. All right, first step from Mateer. He's going to keep it himself. And he will lower the shoulder, getting a gain of 4 before he's brought down the play by Toffee. Brings up 2nd down. Inside Texas territory now. Schedule on 27. I'm going to go 81 games. I'm going 81. All right, 2nd and 6 on the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, Indiana starting on the plus side of the 50 after the 4th down stop. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom here for Oklahoma in the pistol. Again, the game is not working on the ESPN app, but it's working on TV, and it's working if you're watching the Spanish broadcast. Mateer takes it. They send 5. Flush to his strong side. Fires on the run. Wide open. Call at the 30. And down the 28-yard line goes Deion Burks. His first grab of the day. Gain of 20 and a first down. El Mendoza and the Hoosier offense Stepping on the field last time out against Iowa. Mendoza, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 233 yards. Have that monster game against Illinois. You know, Oklahoma goes quick. They're going to get 4 on that screen pass, swinging it out to Blaylock. As Mendoza to the corner, caught at the 24-yard line. Gain of 22 and a first down for the Hoosiers. 1 play, they're just outside the red zone. Inside run, 2 minutes left down. Less than 2, about 7-10. Why? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. So nice throw by Mendoza to start. He's having a monster season. 16 touchdowns, 1 interception. You wondered how they were going to do with a new quarterback in after last season. It's worked out phenomenally so far. The run there for Oklahoma make it 35. Mendoza flushed out. Fires on the run. Incomplete. Just throwing that ball away. Smart play. Nothing home. So just throw it away. Live another day. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, 35. Un poco. I'm just watching the broadcast. I don't need the audio for it. So 3rd and 5 for Oklahoma. Just outside the red zone. 2nd and 10 meanwhile. So Johnster with another 10er. Holy cow. Lockout costs. That will be an exponential once by 2035. Yeah, because they'll lose TV money. They'll lose a lot. Absolutely costs them a lot of money. Absolutely costs him a lot of money. 3rd and 4, Mateer trying to escape the sack. Hit as he throws, incomplete, low for Satenga. And Oklahoma probably got to kick the field goal as a result. Meanwhile, 2nd down, handoff up the middle. We'll call it a gain of about 3 for Indiana down to the 19-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 7. I got you, Marcus. I say appreciate you, man. Gets the bonus on that one, too. Appreciate you a ton, Johnster, on that one. Appreciate you a ton on that one. Get you on. Field goal try here. Let's see if Kamada wants to respond to that. As the field goal is tucking inside the left upright from 42 yards out by Tate Sandell. He knocks it down. 3rd and 7, Mendoza. Looking, back shoulder, incomplete. Wants a flag, not going to get it. So he's trying to target Elijah Surratt. Brings up 4th down. Sandell now 10 for 11 on the season. 3-0 Oklahoma on their first drive. First 4-6, I would hope me. I hope I've got the better takes. So 4th down, and Indiana going to have to try a field goal here. Radicic. From 37. Some movement beforehand. Back it up 5 yards. Guys, giving hot sales donations already. I really appreciate you guys a ton. Appreciate you guys a ton on that one. Yeah, I think by 2035, the problem is that with a lockout, you're going to be losing a lot of money. Come on with a 10-50. Not for long. All right. We got a bidding war going on. We got a bidding war, baby. I love it. I love it. Gets you back in front. We got a bidding war, baby. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Not for long, anyways, like a Blue Jays Brewers World Series need to avoid a lockout. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But I think, obviously, if the teams aren't spending as much money and are winning games, that's good. Radicic, that kick tucks inside the left upright. Pretty much identical to the kick by Sandell for Oklahoma. Makes it 3-0. Indiana, good start for them. They got a 4th down stop, get 3 out of it. The Oregon ball when we get back here. Yeah, Mets with the playoffs all sucks for me. It's good for baseball long term, but Dodgers gotta lose. Yeah. I think that the problem right now with baseball is obviously just spending money. The teams that spend money make the playoffs, and there's so many teams that don't. The problem right now, I don't think it's the fact that Dodgers spend money. The problem right now is the fact that teams are not spending money. There's so many teams that are not spending money, and owners that have the ability to spend and are not. And that's the issue that they've got to figure out. That's the issue that they got to figure out. Is how do we get owners to spend money? You need a salary floor. I don't think we're going to see a cap. I think the problem is that you need a floor. Because there are so many owners that are just not spending money. Well, I don't think they did everything possible to keep the Mets out of the playoffs. They did not do that. Look, vulnerable Georgia playoff for another loss, yeah. Ole Miss lose to Georgia. They could. That was not a good performance today by Ole Miss. Safeway food's usually pretty good. I mean, by that logic, though, come on. I mean, we had D-backs Rangers. I mean, that was a World Series, and Obviously, those are not high spenders to some extent. We're closer to a lockout than ever before. That was 2 days away. Technical is still there. Yep. The Spanish broadcast is working. The Spanish broadcast, oddly enough, is working. Right. Inverted luxury tax. I could see that. I could see that. Inverted luxury tax. So I'm not going to fault a team like the Dodgers around for spending. And Johnson with a tour. Oh boy. Back in front. Arkansas State goes with this one. There you go. My mom and dad better cook my mom. Johnster back in front. You guys come in hot today. I appreciate you guys a ton like that. You guys are insane. You guys are incredible. Love you guys. Back in front, Arkansas State goes. This is the only day for this to make the call. Just keep that in mind. This is the only day for this one. It's a triple. Come on with a threer. In April, the the Mets have 2-3 games. In April, yeah, they weren't. Yeah, but April, they still have the best record in baseball at that point. They still have the best record in baseball at that point. So I don't think it had to do anything with that. I don't think they were intentionally trying to screw him over with that by any means. I think they're just umps being bad. They've screwed over so many teams. And for luxury tax, you pay money if you don't spend money. You pay money if you don't spend money. All right, first down for Texas. March, his first throw of the game. It's a screen pass for the tight end. Called the 36-yard line. Called a gain of 11 to start. Back in one, but barely. Yep, it's going to be close. It's going to be awfully close, I think. Be awfully, awfully close. If I'm being cheap, yep. I like that. I like that a lot. First down for Texas at the 37-yard line. Kickoff here for Indiana going out of the back of the end zone. First down for Oregon at the 25-yard line. There's some movement in the Texas game. Back it up 5 yards. Maybe thinks that's going to be a false start, and it will be. First and 15. And Arch Manning, it's been a rough season for him. It's been a rough season. He goes out saying one of the biggest disappointments. Isaac gifting 5 memberships. Holy crap, guys. Who's got these? Yeah, Inverted Luxury Tax 0? Yeah. That gets you a song, too. That gets you Can't Take My Eyes Off You if you want it. Who's got these? Jackson, Sports Talk, Summer, Rosie. Oh, wait, hang on. Jackson, Summer, Rosie, Nate Dogg, and Adrian getting these. As members get a lock of Brooks, same thing to Rudy. I'm just going to see someone in the chat. Which game do you want, Nate? Everyone in your circle, let's go. Hand off here for Oregon. Nothing doing. Run defense has been very stout so far for the Hoosiers. 2nd and 10. Arch, flag on the play in the secondary, and he'll be brought down the 30-yard line. We'll see what the call is, but as it stands, 2nd and 18. Do you want Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, or something else? Put this for New Mexico State. All good. Get you on it. How's it going? I guess you appreciate you, man. It's offside on Oklahoma. It was a free play. That's 75 going there. That's 75 going there. Holy cow. That's 75 going there. That's insane. You guys are awesome. So offside there, and the pass behind the line, that's caught. No gain on the play. Nice job in coverage. Looking for Davison. Brings up 3rd and 10. So as if you want the song, otherwise you get a respin. Yeah, the respin, or you can do Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. It's up to you. It's up to you on that one. 1st and 10, handoff here. Trying to bounce outside. Got some yards. First down and then some for Texas. Bowling ahead to the 46-yard line. Goes Wisner. Wisner just 3.8 yards per carry. Under 100 rushing yards so far this season. But a nice game there. But a flag on the play. This one will come back. 3 straight flags, it looks like, in that game. 3rd and 10, meanwhile, for more. Comeback route. Incomplete. Wants a flag and not going to get it. Malik Benson, the intended target. Tight coverage there. That's going to be a quick 3 and out. So a rough start offensively for the Ducks. Coverage there by D'Angelo Pons. Dude, that's all right. We'll do Can't Take My Eyes Off You. Perfect. All right. And we'll respin. Respin the next moment. We're going to get holding on Texas, meanwhile. So 1st and 20. We've had 3 straight penalties in this game. Back it up. North Carolina, Indiana. Let's see. So far, so good. Handoff here. And Wisner will get a loss of 4. 2nd and a mile at this point. Bottled up on the play by Marvin Jones. 2nd and 24 as Indiana will take over after the punt. I'm going to say it goes 111 fact. I'm going to go fact on that one. Put it right around there for now. Second 24, respin the wheel. You guys have been insane today. You guys are insane. I love you guys. You guys are insane. Arch swings it out to his back. That's caught behind the line, but nowhere to go. He will be brought down at the last scrimmage by Peyton Bowen. Brings up 3rd and 24. All right, let's spin the wheel. The new song that's 25 bucks. Can't take my eyes off of you. Add it to the queue. The new song that is 25 is Hash Pipe by Weezer. Michael's favorite band. Hash Pipe by Weezer is a song that is half off. Meanwhile, 3rd and a mile for Texas. Arch, it's a screen pass. Weiser makes the grab. He's got a lot of guys miss. He will not. He loses 2. Kendall Daniels on the stop. And Texas will have to punt this ball away. The offense stalled last week against Florida, and Arch was not good. 2 picks in that one. It's quite a few sacks. Not a good outing in the slightest bit. And they're going to start with a punt. Eagle both got together. Yep. I know you're dying. You're dying for a respin on that one. You're dying for anything on that. It's a short punt field at the 34-yard line, taken to the 40, up the middle to the 45. It's an 11-yard return. Oklahoma's got it midfield on the return by Isaiah Satenga. It's like Southern Riley Reed. So OU ball near midfield. They're going to start driving number 2 right around there when we get back in Red River there. Meanwhile, Indiana's going to have it when we get back there. Both games are commercial right now. You guys are coming in hot right now. Appreciate all you guys a ton. If you like what you see, like button, subscribe. Fact or fiction, no more way on that one. Fact, you finally got it. You finally got it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. You finally got it. Finally got it. I made a cool $16.67 live betting on the Ohio State game when they were up 10-0, and then live betting on Alabama when it looked like they were going to win. They were up by 10 with 2 minutes left. So there you go. I'll pay for pizza next time. Ole Miss wins by 3. They barely escape. Jeez. A lot closer than anyone thought. A lot closer than anyone thought in that one. All right, Indiana ball here after the punt. 2 straight stops by the Hoosiers as Oregon has not crossed the 50. Ball will be at the 22-yard line. Ole Miss survives. Rabbi, tree turning the table, then listen to Weezer. Yeah. First down for Indiana. 4 wide. Back to his right. Mendoza had that big throw to start the last drive to get him into field goal range. What can he do on this one? They send 4. Second read. Checks it down the hitch over the middle. That's caught. For a gain of 5. Nowakowski, the tight end, making the grab. Last game against Iowa. Only had 1 catch for 4 yards. Gets him started with a gain of 5 there. So back to school. Yep. Yeah, Washington State's defense has been terrible this season. So the fact that it was a 3-point game, I'm kind of shocked by that. They're a different team ever since they changed quarterbacks. Ever since they changed quarterbacks, they're a very different team. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom, back to his left. The give up the middle will be just shy of the 6 on the 31-yard line. Called a gain of 3 for Hemby, who had 86 yards last time against Iowa. Too late to redraw the Pac-12? I think so. I think so. Roman Hemby, so far this season, leading rusher on the team, averaging over 5.5 yards a carry. Gets 4 there, makes it 3rd and 1. At the 31. In the gun, back to his left is Hemby once again. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. There's a false start. Oregon's defensive line shifts. They have to back it up 5. The defensive line shifted but never jumped in the neutral zone. I think the left guard bit on that one. How's it going, JWEX? Surprised watching State put him a great fight. I'm shocked by that. I'm shocked by that. I did not see that coming. I don't think anyone did. They're a different team now. They changed quarterbacks. They're a very different team now. And they're going to get Evans on that one, the left guard. Drew Evans. It was right on the shift. The line shifted, and Evans went on the shift and not on the snap count. And now instead of 3rd and short, it's 3rd and medium. He skipped him out of the doghouse for now. Yep, hella pit. How about that? Great win at Doak, and now FSU hot seat They're out of the playoff. That's 3 losses in conference play. They're done. They're toast. Mendoza, pocket collapses. They send 5. He's brought down. Pocket collapses. He cannot escape. And Amari Washington on the sack forces a 3 and out. Be a loss of about 10. Meanwhile, Mateer, first down, tip to the line. Incomplete. Satango tried to make the grab on the tip. And it falls harmlessly to the ground instead. Brings up second down. McManus hurt? He might be. He might be. Much to be precautionary. So 4th and 15, Indiana got the punt. They have 3rd and 1. And man, you can't be making those kind of mistakes on the road against a good team like Oregon. Mateer checks it down the flat to his back. It's caught, but no gain on the play. Xavier Robinson. We'll get nothing there. 3rd and 10. Meanwhile, flag on the play in the Indiana game as the play clock's at 0. Before the punt got off. I've been looking ahead. They send 4. Mateer going quick. Comeback route. Caught at the 43-yard line. Delay of game on Indiana on the punts to put it at the 11-yard line. Great throw by Mateer. It's a first down for Oklahoma City. Go quick to the line. Absorbing the contact there down the sideline on the comeback. First down the 43. Mateer, pump fake once. They're going to look to take off and run. And he will be out of bounds at the 45-yard line. He loses 2. Anthony Hill forces him out. Brings up 2nd and 12. As now Mitch McCarthy punting from his own end zone. Yeah, 3rd and 1, and it was all downhill from there. Northwestern Penn State. Penn State follows it up. I think Franklin's done for sure. If they lose to Northwestern, he's done. The punt here, angled to the side, the 48. And Brian had room. He should not have called fair catch there. He had room to work with. He had so much room to work with, but can't stay in bounds. I don't know if he called fair catch or not, but it's a 41-yard punt. No hang time on that one. Fortunate that they're not starting in plus territory, but they are starting with good field position at the 48-yard line. Oops, wrong thing. Mateer, 2nd and 11. Going deep on the post pattern. Incomplete. Double coverage there. Keontae Lewis, the intended target there. Keontae Lewis last time out in that win against Kent State. No catches. Didn't play that one. And now we got 3rd down. As I don't know what's going on. There we go. Stop the clock. There we go. Yeah, Jeffsker is already in danger. Yep. He's already in danger, especially the missed playoff this year. 3rd down from Mateer. 1 the top, 2 the bottom. Flag is thrown immediately. Will they get a late hit? Afterwards, Mateer took a shot down low by Hero Canoe. After the whistle blew. Venables is furious. I don't blame him. The whistle blew. The play was blown dead. Prior to the snap, false start. Gamrot? Ooh, I'll take Gamrot. So back it up to midfield, 3rd and 17. And no late hit. I guess the Hero did not hear the whistle. That would have been a penalty either way. Even, that was below the knees. I'm surprised they did not call that. Everybody's for Franklin, fact or fiction? I'm going to say fiction. I don't know how much money they're going to have at this point. The Belichick buyout. 1 the top, 2 the bottom, back to his left. Mateer takes it. They send 4. Pressured. Sidearm throw to the side. It's caught by John Canick, the tight end, but he's well shy of the sticks. They'll have to punt this ball away. So Texas defense does its job, despite the good starting field position for Oklahoma after Texas was pinned pretty deep. Fourth and 10, forced to punt it away. Jalen Coker will not play for the Panthers against the Cowboys. That just got announced. The punt here, first time we are seeing Grayson Miller today. Belichick fired for the Cal game. I think he's going to survive the season, and then he'll be fired after the season. He doesn't need the million. I think he knows what to do in life without coaching. Punt is down to the 20-yard line. Not a great punch. It's 22 yards of net. And Texas is going to start the 20-yard line when we get back in that one. Not great there. Well, Oregon's got the 48-yard line after the punt. Drive number 1. Got stuffed on 4. Drive 2, a quick 3 and out. Drive 3, they've not crossed midfield yet, but a great chance to do so here. Only need a couple of yards to do it. First down for Moore, back to his right. They're going to try a trick play. It's a handoff to Decorian Moore. And the true freshman will get down in plus territory for the first time today at the 44-yard line before he's brought down by Aiden Fisher. Gain of 6. Nice double handoff there. They'll go quick to the line. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Screen pass behind the line. It's caught. Makes a man miss, but nothing to it. Looking for Davison. Not a lot there. 3rd and 4. For Moore, that was his 4th rushing attempt of the season. Well, Moore going deep. Has a step. Open touchdown. Malik Benson, MB with the TD. His 3rd touchdown of the season. And Dante Moore on a dime, wide open, was never going to miss him. Was never going to miss that one. Oregon in front for their first points of the game. See this one again. Dante Moore fakes the go to the opposite, to the, fakes the cut the field in half. Usually a play like that, you go fly. You don't even think about the post. The seam down low. You don't even think about that one. I don't think about the seam over the top. When they reset his feet, it was a fake all the way by design. Also, interestingly enough, the Arizona Cardinals have activated Slovis. They are promoting Slovis from the practice squad to the active roster. Why do I bring that up? Slovis is a quarterback, and Kyler Murray's status for this game is in jeopardy. Almost go down? I think they will. I could see Oklahoma overtaking them if they win this game. So Slovis getting called up, promoted to the active roster. Extra points good. More than Gabriel. As an NFL prospect, yes, he's got the arm strength. Way better. Way better. I don't know about the college game, but as a prospect, absolutely. 7-3 your score. Oregon in front. Murray's hurt. Yeah, Murray's hurt. Murray's hurt. Who I thought running on your own 10 down through no time out left would have backfired. Yep. Shocker. Shocker on that one. Why is Oklahoma only 1-point favorite for the game? I think they didn't know about Mateer. They didn't know about Mateer and his health. If Mateer was healthy, they'd be a much higher favorite. I would think. Almost looking at Georgia. I think we're looking ahead to... I think a little bit. I think it was a little bit looking ahead to Georgia. I think based on what I saw today, I think Georgia wins. When that happened, I think it was on the... It might have been during the play that hit Murray in the head. The snap that hit him in the head. It might have been during that. All right, meanwhile, back in Red River, Texas ball the 20-yard line. As the kickoff here by Oregon will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Indiana taking over the 25-yard line. You turn the Titans game? Yeah. It was afterwards. Yeah, it was afterwards. First down, they give to the side. Weiser going nowhere. Weiser goes absolutely nowhere. Oklahoma has bottled up that ground game so far. Last game, Oklahoma, against the run against Kent State, allowed 0.5 yards per carry. Yes, you heard that right. 33 carries, 17 yards. Now, granted, it was Kent State, but still, 0.5 yards per carry is awfully, awfully good. 2nd and 12, Arch flushed out to his weak side, throws across his body over the middle of the field, and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. As Mendoza, on the top to the bottom, hands it off up the middle, and we'll get a gain of 4. That is Kaelion Black. Second leading rusher on the team this season. Last game against Iowa. Only 38 rushing yards on 3.5 yards per carry. Looking for a better rounding here. Let's start this one off of 4. The 29. Yeah, Colts are going to win by a lot, I think. Martinez can make a beautiful. Oh, jeez. Hopefully some packages and not, like, starting. 3rd and 12, meanwhile. Receiver in motion is Wingo. It's a screen to Wingo. Flag flew on the play. It's probably an illegal shift, but yeah, they're not throwing the ball down the field. They do not trust Arch. It's a game at 2. He's going to be well shot of the 6. 2nd and 5. Mendoza scrambling out. Fires in the flat. It's caught first down to 35 and trucking out to the 41-yard line. That is Omar Cooper. Yeah, it was illegal formation on Texas. That will obviously get declined. And it's another quick 3 and out for the Longhorns. The position of that's pretty stupid, yeah. That was pretty stupid. First down, the 41. Again, Archer's not throwing down the field. They don't trust Arch. They clearly don't trust him because all these third and long plays, these are short passes. These are just easy completions that will never have a shot at getting the first. The punt here by Texas. Meanwhile, first down for Indiana. Handoff, some space, breaks a tackle. First down in plus territory. The 46 goes black. Black on the attack right there. So gain a 15 and a first down for the Hoosiers. Oklahoma ball as well off the punt. Three and a half to go in the first. Mendoza, they send for plenty of time. Out route, caught at the 34-yard line. It's Cooper once again. Gain of 12 in the first. On Mateer at the 25-yard line. Good pump by Texas. 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Back to his right. Takes a snap, gives it to the side. It'll be bottled up. Nowhere to go for Deion Burks. Brings up second down. Well, Indiana now slowing things down a little bit. They could have been looking ahead. They could have been. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Empty backfield here. Mendoza, they send 4 screen pass, looking for some convoy to the 30. Makes one man miss and stumbles head to the 24. Gain of 10 and a first down for Omar Cooper. Back-to-back grabs for him. He's been the go-to guy this drive. Cooper, the second wing receiver on the team in terms of receptions and receiving yards. Last game, only 3 catches, 31 yards. He's got 3 on this drive alone. Handoff here for Oklahoma. Not a whole lot. We'll call it a gain of 1. But that is it. Brings up 3rd and 8. At 27. As a Jaden Ott going nowhere. The senior, I should say. Mendoza. Play action. It goes to Cooper once again. This time he'll get nothing. This time he'll get nothing. Again, the go-to guy on this drive, but Oregon reads it that time like a book. 2nd and 10. Well, 3rd and 7 in the Oklahoma game. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Mateer. Back to his right. 4 wide. Takes a snap. They send for Mateer. Slam pass. Caught. First down. At the 37. Gain of 10. Over the middle of the field. They get the inside leverage. An easy play for Isaiah Satenga. Meanwhile, they go quick to the line. Drop pass. Ott can't hold on to the screen pass. Would have been a nice game, about 5 yards. Instead, brings up second down and stops the clock as Indiana gets a couple on that run up the middle. Bring up 3rd down. Let me see if it's really good. Ohio State's defense is the best in the country. The give there for Indiana goes to Hemby. 3rd and 4. Now 2nd and 10 for Oklahoma. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left. 10 on the clock there. Meanwhile, 10 on the clock in the Indiana game. Mateer with 5 takes it. They send 6. Mateer off his back foot, middle of the field. Risky throw picked off at the 42. As Mendoza's going to run for the first down. He's at the 10. The 5 dives ahead to the 3-yard line. Mendoza has legs, knows how to use them. Gain of 15. There's a flag on the flag on the Texas game. But that was a risky throw by Mateer off his back foot. An eligible man downfield. That'll obviously get declined. And Texas will take over off the interception by Malik Muhammad. Malik Muhammad picks him off. It was a horrible throw. His first pick of the season. Muhammad's first pick of the season, I should say. As for Mateer, that's the 4th pick he's thrown this year. Interrupted, Kyler Murray might not play. But 1st and goal for Indiana. Handoff. Hemby. Muscles ahead. Touchdown. Roman Hemby, for the first time this season, finds the end zone on the ground. Leading rusher on the team, but no touchdowns before that one. Gets in. And Indiana answers Oregon's touchdown with a touchdown of their own. Be able to throw my Mateer again. I said at the time, off his back foot, middle of the field, that's always risky for disaster. Can't be making those kinds of throws. And Oklahoma turns it over. Texas, good field position on the 42-yard line. I'll get down to the 47, gain of 5 on the run. Brings them 2nd 5. One of the few times they've been ahead of schedule. Yeah, Kyler, Purdy, Burrow, Lamar. Yeah, Kyler looks like he's going to be out. Kyler looks like it's going to be out. Extra point is good. Indiana 10-7. 2nd and 5. Meanwhile, in the pistol. Another handoff here goes to Wisner, and he will get the first down. Muscle head to the 46 there in plus territory for the first time today. For he's brought down on the play by Reggie Powers, the sophomore linebacker. And Brandon Lester? Yes. Mendoza is a good quarterback. They have more talent this year. I think the Illinois game showed that. Arch trying to escape the sack. Now going to look to take off and throw on the run. Down the field. Has his man. Low throw but caught at the 22. Nice job there. DeAndre Moore on the grab. Good job by Arch keeping his eyes down the field for a gain of 25. I'll take advantage of the turnover, and they are in a good spot. Woolen has officially been ruled out for the Jaguars game for the Seahawks. They go quick. Weiser once again down to the 17-yard line. Flag flies in on the tackle as it stands gain of 5 for QW. Meanwhile, 15 seconds left in the first. Kind of concussed. He got hurt in the Titans game. It's holding on Texas. Second time they've been called for holding. So back it up to the 32. And they have not been good behind schedule today. They have not been good when they go behind schedule. Meanwhile, touchback in the Oregon game. Ball to 25. Figure this for the final play of the quarter. In all likelihood there. 10-7. Got a fun one in Eugene. Red River a bit slow to start. The Red River shootout. Not really much of a shootout right now. 1st and 20, meanwhile. Arch fakes the screen. Now it's a backwards pass. It's caught nonetheless by Wisner. He had to catch that ball. If he didn't, it was going to be a fumble. And he loses 6 yards as a result. Horrible play there by Arch. And we have a tackle down. It's Trevor Gooseby, the left tackle, who is slow to get up. He is limping. And they'll stop the play. 2nd and a mile, and now they're without their left tackle. As the handoff for Oregon, that'll take us to the end of the quarter. Whittington down to the 31-yard line for a gain of 6. I'll put a poll up. We got a fun one on Eugene right now. Top 10 matchup living up to the hype so far. Indiana 10, Oregon 7. 2nd and 25, meanwhile, in the Texas game. After the injury, stoppage, we're back on our way. One the top, one the bottom. Play action, Arch, screen pass to the tight end. But again, this is the kind of crap that you wonder about with Texas. They're behind schedule, and they don't go deep down the field. They don't trust Arch. Everything beyond 10 yards, they're calling a screen or a swing or something. It's by design, too. It's now 3rd and forever. 7-0 Navy. Ooh. Yeah, I think Navy wins that one. I don't trust the run defense for Temple. 3rd and 20, or 3rd and 32. Arch. Stepping up. Pump fake. It'll take off and run. And he runs into his own lineman. It's going to get 5, but 4th and 25. And can they kick it here? Mason Shipley. This would be about a 55-yard try. Hasn't tried a 50-yard field goal all season. His career long is 60, so you couldn't do it. I think they will send Shipley out there. He's hit a 60-yarder before. They'll try it. This offense just looks lethargic. They get behind schedule, they're screwed. This offense is so screwed when they get behind schedule. Like, do you trust Arch to get the yards back? I don't. And the game planning is not trusting it either. 55 yards. It's got the distance. Doinks short. Had the distance, but doinked off the right upright. And man, they were in field goal range. Then just a horrible stretch moving backwards. Arch throws a pass behind the line of scrimmage that goes backwards. They get moved back, and it's a doink off the right upright for Shipley from 55. His first miss of the season. And Travis Helmers and who got picked off last week. Yep. First down the 37-yard line for Oklahoma as a result. This is not good. This Texas game plan is not good for Arch. Like, they don't trust him. At this point, you got to go to a different quarterback. You have to go to a different quarterback. Because you clearly don't trust Arch. You clearly don't trust him. Because if you trust him, you wouldn't be calling these tight end screens on long yardage situations that will not get anything. And you know they're not going to get anything. They never do. Handoff here, bottled up at the line, nothing doing for Robinson. That should take us to the end of the quarter. What happened to Arch? Played 2 games in succession against Ohio State and Missouri since, yeah. So you have an injury timeout for Oklahoma. It looks like that is the right tackle. Derek Simmons, the redshirt senior, who is down. Arch is Cooper's kid. It's Cooper's kid. Both of mine, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Cooper's kid. Yeah, but Arch, just, he's not... The footwork, the mechanics, and that's the thing with Arch. Like, the mechanics were good last year. The mechanics are not great right now. They play him because they're paying him, because the optics of it. Might be some of it. But, I mean, he's not good. He's just not playing well. But the mechanics were not bad last year with him. And it's fallen off a cliff. It's fallen completely off a cliff. Arch like Shador? No, I mean, Arch, he seems like a good kid. Arch doesn't, like, get into spats with like, he's not an ego-driven maniac. He's not one of those guys. He just doesn't look like he has the talent to play. Unfortunately. You know, Arch was a 5-star. Arch was a 5-star guy. He was projected to go with a lot of places. Yeah, I got rolled up on. Got rolled up late. Simmons, that did not look good. Yeah, and he'll be hobbling off the field with the help of the training staff. You know, it's sad, yeah. No, I'm rooting for the kid. I'm rooting for the kid. I don't want to see college kids fail. I don't want to see these guys fail. Second down, meanwhile, in the Oregon game. Back shoulder incomplete. 68% round with Oregon to win this one. About what it was at the start. 3rd and 4. Time to fire Sark and hire a coach who can fix Arch. They're not going to fire Sark. Those were the semis last year, and it's not like it was an over-the-hump situation like with Franklin. How's it go, Mr. Fulmer? That's going to be a first IU game next Saturday. Have a great time, man. Have a great time. Indiana is a solid team this year. Against Michigan State. I mean, Michigan State not a good team against UCLA. He should be okay. Callahan lose as far as he's fired? No, I don't think he is. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Back to his right. Moore takes the snap. Pump fakes once, pump fakes twice. Now look at us scramble. Gonna take off and run. He'll be shy by a yard. We'll see what they do here at the 34-yard line. 4th and 1. Right now, he's just sheltered immature. Yes. Archer on transfer portal? No, no one's going to take him. He's not going to get the money. He's not getting the money he wants. Let's go the end of 1 in the Oklahoma game. 2nd and 10 when we get back in that one. McDaniel, he's in trouble. McDaniel's in trouble. I'm not sure he gets fired right away, but injury timeout meanwhile in Indiana. As on that last play, it's Kellen Wyatt, the senior lineman who is down. So we'll take a quick break there. So I'll put a poll up. Jalapeno Popper Scroll, wish me luck. All right. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully it goes well. I'm pretty sure all you guys have been. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode, it's on the channel. And if you want to get a question right away, otherwise just go in there and see him. Vote in that poll. Who do you think wins this one? Hang on. McDaniel should be fired because then they're 1-5 with their only win against the Jets. Yeah. Signs are just 5. No. Sucks as Arch first game this guy for Texas against defending champions, the best teams in the nation. Yeah. I mean, he didn't look terrible that game. I mean, he made some bad throws, but he made some nice throws too. We're like, okay, I see the hype in this guy. It just hasn't materialized. Has not materialized, unfortunately. There's still time to turn around, obviously. He's not declaring this year. Still has plenty of time, but... Hang on. Times about teaching some of these failed quarterback prospects in another position. Yeah, I mean, we saw with Matt Jones. I mean, you can get a high draft pick, potentially. So 4th and 1. We'll see if Oregon goes for it. I think they will. That run of 2 by Moore. I will say, Indiana did a very good job tackling so far. Done a good job stopping the ground game for the most part. And the injured player was Wyatt. Moore needs to get to 35. He's short by a yard. I'm assuming they'll leave the offense out there. And they will. And we have the emojis. And if you are a member, we had a lot of new members today. Mac Jones and Brock Purdy. Healthy. They're all healthy. Purdy. They can go down the field at least. Jones can't go down the field. Touchdown Northwestern. Oh boy. Please do it. Come on. Please do it. Just keep Penn State spiraling. 4th and 1 for Moore. Meanwhile, Red are about to get back on our way. 2nd and 10 to 37 for Oklahoma. When we get back there. And here we go. Empty backfield here for Oklahoma. 86% right with the Sooners to win this one. QB draw from Mateer. And he will get nothing. We'll get about a yard. 3rd and 9. Followed up immediately. 4th and 1. I formation here for Oregon. They're going. Fullback dive. Easy first down. It's the freshman, Davison. They were stopped on 4th down earlier. Not stopped that time. They give it to Davison. And this time he gets the first. On a gain of about 7 yards. Northwestern and DC Washington State. Middle of the field. Back foot. Caught at the 46. Horrible throw by Mateer. It was off his back. The mechanics are all off. But he does find Carson Kent, his tight end, for a first down at the 46-yard line. Call both games. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So ball at the 46 of Texas. Off his back foot. Someone got that one to go. 2 wide here for Oregon. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. I formation here. Ball at the 42-yard line. Moore. Stretch play. Now cuts upfield. Here he goes. Here goes the freshman Davison. Spin move. First down and then some. Into plus territory as Oklahoma going to try a sweep play. And they'll get the first down the 36-yard line. Torrey Blaylock. We got runs by both freshmen. Both freshmen. Davison. Big spin move. Missing a tackle there was Lewis Moore. They get the ball around the 35-yard line. And Oklahoma moving the ball well to Texas 35-yard line. Jays will play football tomorrow. I would probably go Jays. Playoff game, I would go Jays. I mean, if you're a Jays fan, you're from Canada, I mean, I'll go Jays. Play action, Mateer, pump fake. Now throws to the sideline in the direction of no one. Incomplete. 2nd down. Oh, I have an injury stoppage in the Indiana game. After all that. McCallum's away from ballpark. Yes, it is. It is away from ballpark. You know, our chat, he barely had a chance. I mean, he played like FCS schools. So first down the 32-yard line after the big run by Davison. This season, averaging 4 yards carry. His longest run was 9, but that's a big one. You know, wide receiver pass for Oklahoma, and it's caught at the 29-yard line. Catch by Burks. So they hand off to Davison here for Oregon. We'll get 2. Make it 2nd and 8. College football and World Series simultaneous. I have not decided yet. I have not decided. I think that would just be World Series. I think for World Series, I think it's just going to be World Series. Alex, 3 points commenting? Not yet. Not yet. We're getting there. 3rd and 2, meanwhile, for Oklahoma. One of the top, 2 at the bottom. Still in front. I formation. 2nd and 8. More. They send 4. Plenty of time now, looking to take off and run. He's got the first with his legs to the 20. Smartly slides down right around there. As Oklahoma will call a timeout. They'll have 2 left. The play clock winding down. There's a flag on the play, though, in the Oregon game. For the run of 10 yards by Moore. We're going to get holding. Is this coming back? It looks like this is going to be on the center. I think it's coming back. NFL World Series simultaneous. That would be simultaneous, yes. That'll be simultaneous. I'll keep you updated on it. I'm not going to call the game, but I'll keep you updated. We're not going to have like the score bug or anything like that. So it's almost impossible to do football and baseball at the same time in terms of the score bug, but we'll call both. If that makes sense. We'll focus mainly on football. Ball the 38-yard line for the holding penalty. 2nd down. More in the pistol. Play action. They send 4. Checks it down to his back. It's caught by Davison. We'll call it a gain of 4. Initial hit there by Fisher. 3rd and 14. 12 to go in the first half here. Again, appreciate all you guys being here. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. We'll have from Michigan, USC later today. Might go for 4th and 2, my own 20? No, I would not. Just one score that day? Yes. That day, yes. Yeah, it's almost impossible for it. There's so many moving parts. The interface, it doesn't look. It doesn't work. Trips to the top, 1 the bottom, back to his right. They send 6. Now they drop 2 back as spies. And Moore, just an underhanded toss. It's going to be caught. Can he make a few men miss? He cannot. Moore just had to toss it underhanded to avoid the sack. And Jaden Lamar makes the grab, but it's a loss of 4, and Oregon in a predicament right now. 4th and 18. There's a flag on the play, though. There is a flag on the play. Prior to the pass, holding on the defense. Prior to the pass, and Oregon will dodge a bullet there. They'll get a new set of downs, move it up 10. They will get that one on number 22, the redshirt junior, Jamari Sharp. And while again, we're at Red River, 3-0. Timeout called by Oklahoma. So we have 2 left for the Sooners this half. Turns out to Radio Man Dan Dickerson. I did hear that, yes. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I mean, it sucks. I don't blame him. The last thing you want to do after a long game like that in interseason is recap it. Every Tigers fan saying the same thing. Get to know Devin Lloyd with 23 minutes. Ooh. Hopefully we re-sign him. I think a lot of the moves that we made are to free up some space to re-sign him potentially. Hand off to Lamar's first carry of the day. He'll get 4 down to the 24-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 6. Elijah Hardy on the stop for the Sooners. Or for the Hoosiers, I should say. The Sooners are going to have the ball 3rd and 2 at the 28-yard line. Mateer, back to his left. QB draw. Last one didn't work. This one won't work either. He'll be shy, and we'll see if they go for it here at the 27. Meanwhile, Moore, pass to the flat, open, dropped. Jamari Johnson was wide open. It was a perfect throw by Moore in the flat. Would have been an easy first down. Instead, Johnson drops it. Oklahoma's going to go for it. Try and keep this drive alive at the 27-yard line. Texas stopped the QB draw so far all day. In the pistol here. Got a big tackle lined up at fullback. Handoff up the middle. Extra effort gets the first. He was stopped behind the line. But the extra effort was a weird-looking formation there for Oklahoma. Had Jaden Jackson, the defensive tackle, lined up. Meanwhile, Moore tries to turn the corner. He cannot. At the 22-yard line, brought down by Fisher. 4th and 10. And now they'll have to sell for 3 to try and tie this up. Have to settle for 3. As Moore tries to run for the first with his legs. After seeing no one open. He had the crosser. He had Gary Bryant on the crosser. Would just stay in the pocket a half second longer. No, Mateer. We're going to throw on the run. Nothing there. He'll take a sack at the 30-yard line. Ethan Burke, the senior defensive lineman, gets him down for a loss of 6. No, yeah, he's not getting fired for that. The field goal right down the middle for Oregon from 40 yards. It's good. It is good. Sappington ties it at 10. You know, he's not getting fired for that. I think everyone understands the frustration. I think that's one of those where everyone understands the frustration. Like, everyone was thinking the same thing. He gets a pass for that. For the sack by Burke, 2nd and 15. Mateer checks it down. They'll get the yardage back to the 23-yard line. Gain of 7. That last play by Burke. His first sack of the season. No one on Texas with 2 sacks or more, oddly enough. 3rd down. We got a 10-10 game in Eugene. Indiana getting the ball when we get back. And that one, 3rd and 10. Brewers really have 1 team left in outdoor ballpark. Yep, that is true. Two at the top, one at the bottom, back to his left. And no more rain delays. Well, if it's... Yeah. In Los Angeles, it never rains in Los Angeles. Play clock winding down, and I think Oklahoma's going to have to burn another timeout on this drive, and they will. They'll burn their second with the play clock winding down. 9:57 to go in the first half there. Oklahoma trying to get some points on this drive when we get back. Second time out on this drive. That last field goal for Oregon by Sappington, by the way. 7 for 9 now on the season. We've been starting from long range. 2 for 4 from 30 plus, but knocked that one down. Tex Spencer were in the semifinals last year. This year, mediocre. Yes. Also never went to Southern California. Something about the rains and the plains in Spain, though. That is true. It's crazy how that changes. Crazy how much changes on a yearly basis. The portal changes everything. All right, after the timeout, empty backfield here for Mateer. 5 wide. They send 5. Mateer trying to step up, avoid the sack. He will get back to the line, but that's it. 4th and 9. They'll have to settle for 3. Mateer Salvatore, yes. To settle for 3. Mateer bobbled the snap. The play was all out of sorts. Colin Simmons pressure off the edge. Mateer to step up. He does avoid the sack. You know, this game is rough right now. This game is very sloppy. Mateer doesn't look fully healthy. Don't like call for any of the Florida teams. Nope. Sandell, 1 for 1 today. This one, pretty similar spot. Made from 42 last time. This one about 41. To make it a 6-0 ball game. Snap is good. Kick is up. It is right down the pipe. Sandell knocks it down. Sandell, 11 for 12 now this season. One of the best kickers in college football. You see why. Boom that one. Right down the middle. No doubt about it. 6-0 your score. Texas ball when we get back in Red River. Well, it's been a sloppy game there, but a fun one in Eugene. Eugene's been a fun one. Kickoff end zone touchback ball to 25. Quantitative quality? Yeah, as of late, yes. Yes. There's like 4 songs I like. It takes a nosedive after track 4. I like Opalite. I like Fate or Ophelia. Father Figure is cool. Elizabeth Taylor's fine. Wood is great. And the other songs I'm just not crazy about at all. The lyrics are just oof. James Brown get fired? I think so. I think so at this point. Past Sarah been doing laundry, making Darren have missed a thing in this game? Yep. Scott makes it a reason to make this not be the new kickoff game like usual. Yeah, so far they were proven right with Bam Mizzou. Proven right with that one. But Indiana, Oregon's been fun. Oregon's been fun. The roof was stuck. Yeah, well, Chase Field, the roof was broken. Like, we had a game get postponed, or we had a game get canceled. It was a preseason game. Not spring training. It's like preseason. Had a game get canceled because it started raining and they can't close the roof with people inside. Now they can. Slam pass that's caught by Surratt. Gain of 9. Second one back to his right. Penn State's losing. That's crazy. Handoff here and will not be able to get the first down the second effort. Thrown down is Black behind the line. On the stop is Bear Alexander. Clawing Black in the backfield. It's on 6 for 7 yet. For like 10 yards. Here's anything I say. Well, I'm trying to go. When we call 2 at once, it's tough. When you call 2 at once, it's tough. I'm trying to like keep it slow as possible, but when you call 2 at once, it's kind of tough. Yeah, one time basketball game we called because of rain. Yep. Did you chat me to write the songs? I mean, some of the lyrics, the Savage line. I like my friends canceled. Like, come on. 3rd and 1. Going deep, back shoulder, and that should be PI. He was dragging him all the way. Whoa, there is no flag for PI. Brandon Finney, the true freshman. I thought for sure that was PI. Colts Cards audio? No, Jaguars audio. I thought for sure that was PI. He was holding him the whole way. Was draped all over Surratt. How is that not PI? He was grabbing the shoulder pad the entire time. Curtis fuming. I don't blame him. Still for him to get postponed. It depends on the roads. Depends on the roads. How is it going to struggle if that was an issue? Well, it was fine at first. And then just wear and tear on the roof. It got bad. Kurt is livid. I don't blame him. You know, it used to be able to open and close with people. Now it's good. And Kurt went on the field, an earful to the side judge. Threw his headphone. Yeah, that should have been PI. He's losing his mind. As he got a 15-yard penalty, so now instead of potentially going for it, you're faced with fourth and 16. Indiana calls a timeout. They got to regroup and refocus. Take a break from music? No. The Backlash is she sold 4 million copies week 1. Like, the Backlash is she had one of the biggest debuts of all time. I mean, he's got a point. That should have been PI. That should have been PI all the way. You'll be losing Air Force. Oh, there's still plenty of time left. But I told you, Air Force, you're going to get a shootout. You're going to get a shootout. The kick fielded by Texas and brought out to the 26-yard line before he's taken down the play. By Zion Kearney. Kelsey's one more for 80. That's a big one. That's a big one. And that was 100% PI. I'm shocked it wasn't called. I'm shocked it wasn't called. 4th and 1. So again, they threw the flag on Kurt, but it's still 4th and 1. Even the Dyers seem disappointed. Yeah, I know a lot of people are disappointed with it. They're going to go for it. And there's a flag for some movement. Mill Arch. Comeback route. Called the 25 and brought down the 26. Ryan Wingo, the sophomore wideout, makes the grab there. False start. Yeah, it looked like that was a false start all the way. And now they'll have to punt. 2 penalties stay for Indiana on 4th down. They keep getting with the shift. Does he get it tomorrow? Yes, he does. They keep getting with the shift. Oregon, when they shift the defensive line, Indiana just jumps. And they're allowed to do that. That is a legal play. That is a legal play. They are allowed to do that. As long as they don't go in the neutral zone, they are not. Wingo breaks the tackle to the 50. Weiser to the 45-40 and brought down the 37-yard line. Cameraman got fooled on that one. Punt here by Indiana Field at the 30-yard line by Oregon. Makes 2 men miss to the 35 and brought down the 36. On the return by Gary Bryant. So that's where the Ducks will start this drive when we get back there. Going quick, Weiser, flagging the Oregon game. Nothing doing on that run that time. 5 is a lot. No, I thought... no, he's not getting it tomorrow. I thought he meant Kelsey. No, he's not getting it tomorrow. Herbert's not getting it tomorrow. I thought he meant Kelsey. Oh, no, you don't have to make a bowl game. I'll make a bowl game. Holding on the return, so Oregon getting right around the 20-yard line. You know, I misunderstood. I thought I meant Kelsey. He'll get to 80 tomorrow. Handoff here once again. Nothing to... Man, wrong bug. I'm not bought the tickets yet. I'm waiting for the cards to continue sucking even more. Because I know that's not going to be a game that sells out. That's going to be a game I can get tickets the day of. Colts going to get it? Yes, I think so. Once they got to the Cowboys, they'd be even more unlikable than they are right now. First time the 24 Oregon won't get back. Meanwhile, 3rd and 10 for back-to-back runs going nowhere. Yeah, how do you miss so many calls? Yeah. I mean, they missed the face mask earlier against Indiana. They missed the pass interference. That should have been a first. It's the refs are insane in this game right now. I mean, it should have been a face mask. Whittington got a handful of face masks at the end of the first quarter. Then that was clearly PI. Finney should have been called for that one. That was so obvious. 3rd and 9. One the top, 3 the bottom. Motioning to the bottom goes DeAndre Moore. Arch takes it back to his left. They send 4. Arch stepping up, avoids the sack. Directing traffic, fires on the run. It's caught. Low throw, but caught at the 23-yard line for a first down by DeAndre Moore. Gain of 14, and Texas driving just like that. Get flex sign football? No. That's not getting flex sign football. Jags Broncos could, but Jaguars Cardinals no. Ball the 23, DeAndre Moore. His first grab of the day. Moore entered this game with 14 catches for 190 yards. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom in the pistol here. Play action. Pump fake twice. Nothing there. So just going to throw this one in the direction of Wingo, but incomplete. When I like Josh Allen coming out of college. Too many turnovers. Low completion percentage. Against Power 5 opponents, when he played schools that were good, his passer rating was 41. So when he played competition, his passer rating was 41. Completion percentage was atrocious. That usually doesn't get fixed. Obviously, it worked out very well. And I will eat crow on that. Two at the top, one at the bottom. Arch. Slam pass caught by his tight end. Jack Andrews gets down to the 15. We'll call it a gain of 8, 3rd and 2. November 1st to be very good, yeah. 4 o'clock Kings Bucks, some free price lowerable. Yeah, might as well. Might as well. You're going to get good prices there. Why not? November 1st is going to be insane. November 1st, we got like 7 ranked matchups. It's going to be nuts. I don't even know what I'm doing that day. And potentially World Series Game 7, potentially. 3rd and 1 for Arch. 5.5 to go. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his right. Now motioning is Parker Livingstone. Slam pass to the motion man. It's caught first down the 10, and Barker gets down to the 7-yard line. Taken down by Wyatt. Nice throw there. Go to the motion man. 1st and goal. Yeah, neutrals are offside. Yeah. Well, the shift you're allowed to do, as long as you don't go in the neutral zone. And they're not going in the neutral zone. 1st down play action. Moore slam pass. That's caught. The 35-yard line. To Corian Moore. It's Moore to Moore. So the handoff there in the Texas game gets 3. 2nd and goal. Yep. Hinge pulling skill. Yeah. Well, I think the idea is that he's went 6. You let him go until the wheels fall off. No, it's early, but I want to say good for you guys for this 4-1 start. Appreciate Bowling Jet. Immediately thought of you when they beat the Chiefs. I appreciate that a ton. Yeah, my phone was blowing up when they did that. I was like a lot of people were thinking of me because it was like I'm the only Jags fan they know. But yeah, it's been a fun season. It's been a heck of a ride so far. Hopefully we can keep it up. Moore off his back foot and just throws that ball away. Miscommunication on the wide receiver option. Brings up 2nd down. Well, Texas called a timeout. They don't like what they see. They'll have 2 left with 4:39. When does that make up start? I think like November. I think it's like the 1st week of November. It was only on 91. That was thinking he was only on. Remember Susper? Yeah, he was only on 91. It wasn't like he wasn't over 100. I think the idea is you let him get to 100. I think that was the idea. 2nd down, quick pass bit behind his man. Malik Benson, the intended target. Incomplete, brings up 3rd down. Sorry, earlier this year. I think, well, there's sort of, it's usually they do, like, it's like Tuesday, Friday, usually. Who I think will win the meaningless cup? Pistons. Moore, pressured, sacked at the 20-yard line. Loss of 15. Taken down on the play by Isaiah Jones, and Indiana gets a stop. They allow a 1st down, and then no more. Bad college, great in the NFL. Best example? Yes, easily. Fox wasting times for Saturday doubleheader. Not anytime soon. That usually doesn't come until like a month before the game. It's usually a month before. Best game tomorrow, I think it's going to be Jaguars Seahawks. I think that's a great game. The Jaguars played a lot of good games this year, as of the Seahawks. Should be a shootout, too. I don't know what the Jaguars defense is going to look like. I thought Bo Nix was fine coming out. I thought it was fine coming out. I wasn't crazy about him, but I didn't think it was going to be like terrible. I thought he had a low ceiling. I think Bo Nix had a very low ceiling. Indiana ball right on the 35-yard line when we get back in that one. But Jaguars Seahawks should be fun. The Seahawks secondary is banged up. Jaguars, I don't know what the secondary is going to look like with Newsome now in. I don't know how much of the playbook he knows. It's going to be a shootout. They announced it right in May. Well, they usually don't. They usually don't. Oddly enough. The Crytel already. Nice. Rams Ravens going to get? No. Lamar's not playing. Lamar's not playing. If Lamar was playing, I'd say so, but Cooper Rush is playing. To the top, play action here with Hemi Mendoza. Looking on the out route, that's caught at the 40-yard line, breaks a tackle. Here goes Surratt out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Gain a 20 and a 1st down. Rams Ravens would be good at the start of the season. Rams Ravens at the start of the season would be good. Breaks the tackle there from Sion Lalea. Nice throw by Mendoza with a man in his face. Have it near midfield. And Texas will have 2nd goal when we get back. Cooper Rush is a great quarterback. I beg to differ based on the preseason, based on what we saw last week against the Texans. Lamar's given up on the season? No. These injuries can linger. One of the top, two of the bottom. Nowakowski in motion at the tight end. Play action. Out route. High throw, but caught at the 49. Breaks a tackle. Breaks a second and a first down. Great effort there by Cooper. Cooper having a phenomenal game so far today. He's been the go-to guy. Gets 11 down to the 44 and a first down. Meanwhile, second and goal. Play action. Arch. Pump fake. Back of the end zone. Just throws it through the goalpost. Incomplete. No one home. Indy versus Jags go down as the most unexpected teams confirmed for the division. Yeah. Yeah, too bad it's not a Week 18 game. Did we want to start with college football playoff? Yeah, we did that last year. That we will do at the same time. That will be nuts. That'll be a fun stream. We did that last year. I think I'll be in New York for that one again, so we'll make it work. First down, the 43-yard line. Mendoza, they send force. Scrambling out, fires, resets his feet, going deep. One-on-one and incomplete. Tight coverage there by Finney, looking down the field for the sophomore Charlie Becker. Meanwhile, third and goal. Arch flushed out. Throw it on the run, back of the end zone, incomplete. Broken up on the play by Peyton Bowen. Was looking for Hawthorne, or excuse me, for Livingston, I should say. And fourth down, decision time here for the Longhorns at 4:28. A nice pass breakup there by Finney. That one was clean coverage. Second down. Yeah, 31 to 32 bucks in the Terrence area. Yeah. Behind the end zone. I like seeing a 50. Pro Bowler just the other day. I don't even know if there's going to be a Pro Bowl this year. Second down, Mendoza. Scrambling, and he will be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Texas kicks the field goal. Dylan Tiananmen gets the stop at the line, brings up third down. Texas, Shipley just going to take the points. Missed from 55, but this one from 22 should be a chip shot, and it is. Texas gets 3 on the drive, one a little bit more. But they do get points for the first time today. What I mean, they announced, there are rumblings that they might not do it. Now, I think they're going to move it to the city where the Super Bowl is. But there are rumblings that it's going to look a lot different this year. One of the top, three of the bottom. Mendoza, they send 4. Flushed out, pump fake. Just throw this one away. And Indiana will be forced to punt on the plus side of the 50. Yeah, there's over 12 bucks else here. Yeah, I'm going to try and I'm going to sit 50. I'm going to sit the 50. I want to sing Ring of Honor section. I want to sit Ring of Honor with no one in front of me. I want to sit in his first 3 rows. More strict than my sister and me. They were both. They were both. No favorites. They were good like that. Tonight's the final Hawaii test. Oh, man. So 4:28 to go. Meanwhile, 4:24 the Texas game. Jets are watching to look at their new quarterback in Mendoza. I think Simpson's the guy. I don't think it's either one of these guys. I think it's Simpson. Not disrespecting Mendoza or more. They're both good, but I think Simpson's the guy. The punt here by McCarthy. Takes a good bounce at the 7 and down to the 10-yard line. 34 yards, no return, and Oregon taking over the 10 when we get back there. A touchback in the Oklahoma game. Ball will be at the 25-yard line for the Sooners. So are we playing on Sundays? I think so. This is a weak receiver class. It's a weak receiver class. Like, outside of Tyson, I don't think anyone's going round 1. So teams that need receivers, this is a good year to, like, be a guy to come out if you're a receiver, because there are not a lot of names. I think Sorrell will be doing that potentially. Since we're on TV, I don't know. We're like Sellers, yep. I remember that. Still time. 3 at the top, 1 on the bottom. Back to his way to play the season. Slam pass sets, caught, gain of 5. As Oregon will also get 4 on that one. In the flat down to the 15-yard line. That was going 1. I thought he had chance to go 1. I thought Nussbaum was going to go 1. I thought Nussbaum was going to go 1. 2nd and 5 for Oklahoma. The handoff to Blaylock. Nothing doing. Brought down on the play for Texas. By Brad Spence. It's a 3rd down. Handoff here for Oregon. That'll get 10 and a first down, the 25-yard line. 3.5 to go. In that one, 3.5 to go in Red River in the first half. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his left. Mateer with Blaylock to his left. Can I board a quick 3 and out? Texas on the field for a long time last time. Motion Masatenga. Matir. Fires off 1 foot. It is a low throw, but caught. On 1 foot, Burks makes the grab of 39, gain of 14 on first. Well, the give here for Oregon goes for Lamar. He'll get 6 at the 31-yard line. So he cuts outside. Caps are going to start at 7. Have that on the background. I might. I don't know yet. So I don't have the baseball game on the background. Well, the 39 after a 14-yard grab. Again, the mechanics are not great for Matir, but he gets it done more often than not. Handoff to the 40-45, breaks a tackle, play lock. We'll get the first down at midfield, gain of 11. They don't have to call a play. We'll see if they do. As while that was taking place, Lamar ran for the first down, got 6 yards. They'll go quick. Sidearm throw by Moore. It's caught by his tight end. Johnson holds on there at the 40-yard line, brings up 2nd and 8. Will Oklahoma get a playoff again? They don't have to. Just so I put us from memory. I mean, I know a lot of them from memory. Matir, there's some movement. Like, you do enough games, you know certain numbers, like, off the top of your head, with ease. That's part of being play-by-play, is you got to know the guys, like, right off the top of your head. And Oregon will not call a play. They'll go the 2-minute timeout. Yeah, I've got depth charts. I've got, like lists of everything, but I'm pretty good. Like, I can tell, like, you do enough games, it's like Alabama. I basically know the entire team at this point because we've done so many games with Bama. Like, the playoffs get fun, because then you've seen, like, 5 games for each of the teams already that you've called. And each game is at the 2-minute timeout, oddly enough. Both games are simultaneous with each other. This is actually... Did not expect that. The moon was on Oklahoma. It was a false start, so back it up 5, and they'll have it at the 45-yard line. We should be able to do a halftime raid then. We should be able to do a halftime raid. I'm kind of shocked by that. I didn't think we'd be able to. We should be able to do a halftime raid. I don't know that, RFK. I know, like, skill players. Offensive lineman's a bit tougher. How many games I said I've called in terms of all sports combined between my college days and on stream? Man, between my streams and my college days and high school, probably nearing 1,000. We're probably nearing 1,000 at this point. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of games. It's a lot. Who do I want to rate at the half? I'll rate this guy. Yeah, we'll rate that guy. At the half. If everything was according to plan. McDonald's Golden Arch is fairer than Arch Manning. They're more iconic. I can tell you that much. They're more iconic. Better pocket presence. Okay, appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, but just help us out on the channel so we try and grow this community even more. We got a fun one here in Eugene and a close one down in Dallas in Red River. Again, every donation counts as triple to make the call. I'm going to decide which game we're calling on Tuesday. This is the only day to decide on this one. Mexico State Liberty, Arkansas State, South Alabama, or FIU against West Kentucky. New West Bank, yeah. How many innings do I think Miz pitches today? I'm going to go 3. I'm going to say 3 innings. Love the NFL, the Jaguars more. Jaguars. LSU, South Carolina. Who do I think wins? South Carolina pull the upset or LSU avoid the fraud combo? I have LSU winning. That one wouldn't shock me. Obviously, if South Carolina won that one, wouldn't shock me. Sellers plays well. I think Nusmeyer bounces back though in that one. All right, back on our way in Oregon. 3 of the top, 2 of the bottom. Empty backfield here. For Moore, he'll take it. They send 5. Moore, middle of the field. It's caught the 45-yard line to the 50, 45, and down to the 42-yard line. It's Gary Bryant. Gain of 18, and they're in business just like that. Remember, Oregon got the ball to start this ball game. So it's imperative that the Ducks score here. 2 of the top, 2 of the bottom, back to his left. They send 6, gets rid of it quickly, and it's caught. Nice anticipation, then a juke move by Decorian Moore, the true freshman, down at the 22-yard line. Gets out of bounds after a gain of 20. Indiana has 2 timeouts. You have to wonder if they're going to take some timeouts here, potentially on a moving clock, knowing the situation. Oregon, time is not an issue. Oregon is not an issue in terms of clock. Ball at the 45, meanwhile, for Oklahoma. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. Mateer takes it. Fakes the handoff. He's going to try and run for it. Jaron Caddox has to block down the field. Nice block there by the tight end for a gain of 10. Before he's brought down by Michael Taffy at the 45-yard line in plus territory. A first down for Oregon. There's a flag on the play, blowing it dead. Archer will ever be a starting quarterback. I don't think it's ever going to be. I mean, based on the way he's playing, I don't think that's a hot take. I think based on the way he's playing, I think you're right on that one. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right. Slam pass, that's caught. Low throw, but caught at the 38-yard line. Gain of 7, and that is Burks. Is there a 6-7 on the Jaguars? I don't think so. No, there's not. No. Hasn't been in forever. I was going to say, I don't know a 6-7 on the Jags. Handoff here for Oregon, down to the 21 after the penalty. So they get the yardage back they lost. And we'll see if Indiana calls a timeout. They will not, but Oregon's going to go quick to the line. As Oklahoma will get a yard on that play, down to the 37. They have 1 timeout. Oregon second 8. They go quick. Pump fake on the screen. Moore scrambles out. Going to try and take off and throw on the run. It's incomplete. Looking down the field at the 9-yard line, but nothing there. 3rd and 8. Tight coverage all the way. Mateer. It's a screen pass called the 35, and down to the 32 goes to Tenga. The intended target there was Kenyon Sadiq, who has no catches today, meanwhile, for him. Hold your eyes to memorize? Pretty much. 3rd down, meanwhile, for Oklahoma with 20 seconds left. They're taking their sweet time here. 15, 14, 13, 12, and I don't know what they're doing right. They call the top. What the heck are they doing? 3rd down here for Oregon. They'll run the ball. We'll get 4, and Indiana will burn their second timeout with 1:05 to go. Indiana, you want to... Indiana, you want to take a timeout? It's 4th down. Why the heck is Indiana not taking a timeout? Why the heck is Indiana not taking a timeout? What? What are they doing? Meanwhile, why don't Oklahoma take the timeout with 10 instead of before? Now, if anything in play, you're not going to get it. Why did Indiana not take a timeout there? Now they're not going to have time for possession. Field goal is no good. It's Shanks to the left. Sappington misses. But, I can't explain why Kurt didn't take a timeout. Because now there's 24 seconds left and Indiana has very little time to double dip. I don't get it. I don't get it. 3rd and 2, meanwhile, for Oklahoma. You cannot get anything in the field of play at this point. You have no timeouts. Mateer sets his feet, going for the end zone. Intercepted! The one thing you couldn't do, it's picked off by Malik Muhammad. The 2nd time today, Mateer has thrown a pick. Malik Muhammad on the INT. Mateer's 5th pick of the season. And Texas ball, and you figure they're just going to take a knee with 2 seconds left. Oh, man. Something to go up the field? Yeah, but why not have 1 timeout and have a minute left versus this? Ball to 20 for Indiana. They're just going to run the ball. And to the 25-30, and that's a first down out of bounds to the 34. So now it gets a bit interesting. Now you can do some stuff. Yeah, 2, unfortunately, yeah. It's like Delaware, yep. Well, I think the footage will be there for Indiana, Oregon. It might take a bit. It might take till Monday. But raid, well, we're still in the first half of the Indiana game. But yeah, we'll do a raid. We'll do a raid at the halftime break. 6-3 in the Oklahoma game. Texas gets the ball to start. Sideline pass, caught at the 45, gets out of bounds. Elijah Surratt. Bad throw by Mateer, and we got a low score in Red River. They only have 4 more seconds. Yep. I'm with you. You're gonna take the timeouts into the half. You have now they burn one. They have one left. Yeah, just bad time management by Indiana. Why is he back for the Jays? I don't know. I don't have the Notre Dame game on. I know it's close. Ring, who are we waiting? Oregon streamer. It's going to be an Oregon streamer. It's not going to be as long of a read because obviously the times aren't entirely synced up, but I'm surprised they're synced up as much as they are. Like, they're synced up enough that we can do it. I'll put another pull-up who wins Oklahoma, Texas. We're calling 2 games at once. Sloppy game there. Yeah, this has been a good one. Oklahoma, Texas has not been. It's been sloppy. Close, but very, very sloppy. One of the top two of the bomb back to his right. You could have had 55 seconds. Mendoza. They send 4. Flushed out. This is taking a lot of time. Fires. That should be PI. There we'll get the PI call there on Devon Jackson. We're up to the 40-yard line. There's only 6 seconds left. Peacock replay on for the demonstrated feeds. All right, I have to check that out at some point. Probably I can't stream on I can't watch the game on my computer if I'm streaming. Peacock's one of those services like that. I don't know the names of refs for college necessarily. So ball will be at the 40-yard line after Jackson's called for the PI. They have time for one more play before the field goal. They're gonna kick now? You have a timeout. You have a timeout. And now they use it. Now they use the timeout. Why would you not just sneak the ball and get a little bit closer? Why would you not just run a quarterback sneak and get a little bit closer? What are they doing? So, let me get this straight. They decide not to call a timeout on 4th down. They could have 1:05 left. They decide to not call a timeout on 4th down. And then with 6 seconds left and a timeout, you can get like a yard or two closer on a QB sneak. And you decide not to. You're going to kick it now and call a timeout. And then if you don't get it, because if it only takes 5 seconds off the clock, Oregon has time for a Hail Mary near midfield. Okay. That is one way to manage the situation. The field goal here, they're going to use Brendan Frank, their kickoff specialist, so not their regular kicker. Timeout called by Oregon. It's their kickoff specialist who's going to be kicking this one. And the ice works. Because that was going to be good. That was going to be good. I'm getting a good work today. Yes, I am. Oregon calls timeout. I'm just going to put 3 for everyone at this point. I'm going to put 3 timeouts for everyone. Just because this will be the final play. So, Radicic is their regular kicker. But they will bring off the kickoff specialist. He has a stronger leg. That kick was good. By a lot, actually. By a lot. That kick would have cleared from 65. But Oregon called timeout, so it doesn't count. Just a weird sequence there. Indiana, if they can get 3 out of this, that would be impressive. Considering how badly they bungle that at times. 58 yards. Final play of the half. Kick is up. This one, well, it's got the distance. Money. Holy cow. Huh. Well, somehow after all of that, they get 3. And Indiana gets the ball to start the half. You figure this will be a touchback. And the ice worked. And then he just drilled it again. Wow. 58 yards, no problem. 26-22? I would assume there was. I would assume there would be. Because usually they do it right around October. 13-10. Top 10 worst presidents for 30 days. Yeah, all 30 days he was in office. All 30 days. Yeah, better kicker, no doubt. Yeah. Well, that's not even the regular kicker. That's the first time he's attempted a field goal. It's the first time he attempted a field goal. It's Radicic, who's usually our kicker. This was a kickoff specialist. 1 second left. The halftime raid will be... I'm going to go 11 minutes on the raid. You go 11 minutes for the raid. Now Frank going to try it again. They're just out of the end zone. They're going to squib it. We fielded at the 5, take a knee, and that'll do it. That will do it. All right. The guy we're going to raid, I think he's a British streamer. It's Roar of the Lions UK. I think he's a British streamer, if I had to guess. So we're going to raid him. Hang on. All right. Let's do this. All right. Halftime raid. See you guys in 11. Let's do this thing. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the halftime raid. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. Do not expect the two games to line up, so figure take an impromptu halftime break. I got some lunch, devoured some cinnamon rolls. Nice. I had some grapes and some cheese, and we are good to go now. So appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. We got 6-3 in Red River, 13-10 in Indiana, Oregon. Red River ended first, so we will resume Red River before we resume the Indiana game. About 5 minutes left in the halftime break. Indiana, Oregon, and Red River should be starting up in just a little bit as well. Appreciate all you guys being here for two games at once. Just cheese, yep. Just cheese. And grapes. Got the emojis in for the teams playing soon in Florida, Georgia. That'll be you make the call. That'll be a you make the call option. Also depends on the World Series. Depends if that goes 7. But I think timing shouldn't be an issue with that. Should be able to do that. Yeah, I haven't decided. Like, the next... Every game at this point is up for grabs in terms of you make the call. Speaking of which, Tuesday night, help me decide which game we're calling. It is neck and neck in that you make the call. It is neck and neck. And now between FIU, West Kentucky, South Alabama, Arkansas State, and New Mexico State Liberty. It is neck and neck. You got today... and today only to decide on that one. There is no overtime stream tonight. There is no OT tonight. So I got today and today only to decide which CUSA game we are doing on Tuesday night. Tomorrow, it's going to be a lot of one-day you make the calls at this point. It's going to be a lot of one-day you make calls. Tomorrow we'll decide on Wednesday. Monday we'll decide on... Yeah, probably Friday's game. We've got a lot to decide. We've got a lot to decide. There's gonna be a lot of options now. Are the worst FPS team of all time? No, they are not. No. Temple that one year was bad. Kent State with Burns. Whew, man, those teams were something special. Those teams were something special. Let me just check if we're going to do You Make the Call for next Friday. Let me double check. Will we do You Make the Call? Let me check. We are... Yeah, next Friday we can do it. Yeah, next Friday we'll do You Make the Call. Next Friday we'll do You Make the Call. We won't do OT on next Saturday. But we'll do... It's the Friday after I can't do that. Yeah. Right, that's easy enough then. That's easy enough. Alright. Perfect. So that'll be the plan there. That'll be the plan there. We'll do You Make the Call there and some other You Make the Calls and whatnot. Alright. How about Broncos Jets? Audio is done. Script is done. So I just need to get the footage in, but it shouldn't be too bad on the footage. So we should be okay. Should be okay. I don't like percentage-wise, but usually, like, I go out of order. My video is how I do it. Sometimes I get the clips first and then I get the footage. Or, I mean, the video. Wow. Sometimes I get the footage first and then I write the script. Sometimes it's reverse. Usually I do the audio last, but sometimes I do it first. So, no real percentage, but 76% around Oklahoma to win this one. They lead 2 field goals to 1. They've lost the turn ball by 2. A bad pick by Mateer in the end zone. And Oklahoma's be kicking off to Texas to start this half. All right, let's do this thing. For another pull-up. Who wins? Kickoff end zone touchback, and that's where Arch Manning and company will start the 25-yard line. Paying the Broncos QB. He was not at the time of that video. He was not. So first down the 25, Arch Manning back under center. The first half stats might not look terrible for Arch, but the eye test was not pretty. And Arch, sidearm throw, it's caught behind the line, and Weiser gets set bounds to the 27. Arch, 10 for 14. You'll take that. You'll gladly take that completion percentage. The bad news is what you won't take is about 4 yards per pass attempt. That's not so good. Even though that's a gain of 2. Arch took a shot on that one as he delivered that ball. He had stuff that makes it 2nd and 8. We're on videos during international window. Depends. Handoff here goes to Weiser. He'll go down to the 33. Make it 3rd and 2. Brought down the play by Kendall Daniels. Yeah, it depends on the situation. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends. Never like the video part. I'll do like the scripts sometimes during the international window. The video part probably not. 3rd and 2. Texas 2 for 6 on 3rd down that first half. One at the top, one at the bottom of the pistol here. Weiser handoff. He stumbles off his own lineman. But that's fine. He stumbled forward to the 35-yard line. Again, every donation counts as triple toward You Make the Call. Help me decide which game we are calling. Tuesday night, New Mexico State Liberty, Arkansas State, South Alabama, or FIU, Western Kentucky. Help me decide which one we are doing. First down for the Longhorns at the 35-yard line. And Texas unranked after being the preseason number 1. Oklahoma unbeaten so far. Trying to potentially get into the top 5 of the AP poll. One at the top, one at the bottom. Play action here. Manning, they send 4. Pressured! Sacked! Don't know how he held on to that ball. R. Mason Thomas takes him down to 30. I don't know how he held on to that one. Arch had no sense whatsoever for the guy around him. So he came off the edge, gets by Trevor Gooser, who's back in the game after suffering the injury in the first quarter. I don't know how he held on to that ball. I don't know, because he was coming in for the strip. Overlapping Owen Evers, Bernard Longhorn's bullhead, overlapping Owen Evers, Reno here. There you go. Those are the games. Play action, sidearm pass. It's caught behind the line and down to the 36. It's Emmett Mosley, the sophomore wideout, his first grab of the day. Mosley on this game with 2 catches of 40 yards. That's just his 3rd grab of the season. They'll get the yardage back, but 3rd and 10. Opening drive for Texas. Who won Red O with overlapping Ohio State versus Block Orange I game? Oh, the Red O won by a lot. The Red O dominated. We actually ended the game early because they were winning by so much. We actually ended it early. To the top, 1 the bottom, back to his right. I think Oklahoma jumped. It should be a free play. Arch, you can't do that, Arch. I mean, it's going to be a first down. He checked it down on a free play, knowing you could go either way. Now, granted, Wisner did get the first down because he made a couple of guys miss. If you're a free play, you take a shot. You don't check it down. But that was all Wisner after that. Close sacks QB 250. I'm going to guess Mahomes. I'm going to guess Mahomes on that one. Wisner does the rest on that one, and they're in plus territory. Back-to-back 3rd down conversions for the Longhorns. Had 2 3rd down conversions in the first half. 2 for 2 on this one. Sweet play. Wisner. He will get down to the 40. Before he's thrown down for a gain by Robert Spears-Jennings. Make it 2nd and 1. We're still at halftime in the IU game. Hoosiers get the ball a chance to double dip after that long field goal by Frank from 58 yards. 2nd down. 1 at the top. To the bottom. All bunched in. Wisner, sweep play. First down to 35 and brought down to 31. Oh, close switch. Even though, oh, I thought you meant like either way. Oh, I don't know on that one. We got Peter with a tenner. Gotcha on FIU. Appreciate you, man. Holy cow. Do you think the tush push is a thing of the past after the Thursday night game? That's a great question. I think so. I think there's a few problems with the tush push right now that need to be fixed. Otherwise, I think it's gone for good. So the handoff here gets down to the 27, called a gain of 4. Number 1, it's boring. And NFL's a TV-driven league. People don't like the tush push. Number 2, and the big one, a lot of penalties. Unless replay assist is going to step in and call false starts, I just don't see how it's possibly going to stay in the game. I don't see how it's going to stay in the game. Dan wants to do a Wolfhead versus Sandra kick ahead. All right. Love it. Love it. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? Gotcha on the South Alabama game. Touchback at the 25-yard line. Meanwhile, 3rd and 4 for Texas. 2 for 2 on 3rd down today. I got you on that one. Appreciate you, man. Touchback on the way to the Wildcat. Well, the Wildcat wasn't banned. People just learned how to stop it. Handoff here for Indiana, and Hemby will lose 3. Number 1 bottled up by number 1. As that is Bear Alexander on the stop. You know, it wasn't banned. It just people realize it's very easy to stop because running backs aren't good at throwing the ball. Middle of the field, and Arch across his body with a great throw for the first down. I think Wingo went down to get that, and he did at the 14-yard line. Yeah, Frank kicked it. Yep, of course it was good. 3 third down conversions by Texas on this drive. Just 2 in the first half total. They're moving down the field. 5.5-minute drive here for the Longhorns. Well, 2nd and 13 for Indiana. Play action. Mendoza slant pass tipped to the line and almost intercepted. Mendoza's slant was tipped. And now 3rd and long. Meanwhile, first down for Wisner on the sweep. Gets down to the 12 before he's taken down the play by Dominic Williams. On top of that last play by Oregon, I believe that was Tuioti on that one. You guys coming hot today, Audacious. I appreciate you guys a ton. 3rd and 13, and Indiana just going to run the ball here with Hemby. And they'll get nothing. Maybe 2 yards, but it's going to be a quick 3 and out. They just can see the drive on that one. On 3rd and 13, not taking any chances. Just tossing it out and just could not turn the corner. Bryce Bodger on the tackle. Meanwhile, in the flat, 2nd and 7. That'll be a gain of maybe 1 for Jordan Washington, the redshirt freshman tight end for Texas. Brings up 3rd down. Again, they're 3 for 3 on 3rd down this drive. They have another one in them here. On a long drive, taking up 7 minutes off the clock, is Indiana punting it away. McCarthy. And it's fair caught by Bryan at the 34-yard line. That's where the Ducks will start this drive after just 84 seconds came off the clock. We'll call it about 40 yards of net. Or thereabout. Arch in the gun. Empty backfield. Looking. End zone. Wide open. DeAndre Moore. Texas fans saying more of that, please. Touchdown Longhorns, and they take the lead for the first time today. DeAndre Moore. The junior wideout. His first receiving touchdown of the season. Oh, it was Guff. Didn't know that. Arch had plenty of time. They go 4 for 4 on third down that drive. I realize those two also picked that one. Nice. Yeah, that's Red Wolves of Arkansas State against South Alabama Jaguars. In northern Minnesota State, yeah, that's definitely what that is. And Fidalgo Island University, absolutely. The extra point is good. 10-6. Takes about half the third quarter. A great start. There's a flag on the extra point. But Texas leads for the first time today. 2 for 6 on third down in the first half. 4 for 4 that drive. Texas in business after that. Oregon ball to 34 when we get back there. Over on 2.5 passes center for Stafford. I'm going to say with that banged up secondary by the Ravens, I'm going to go over. I think it's 3. I think it's 3. Personal foul on the defense. And a foul on the kicking team, so the fouls will offset. Right, when the logo's are there, it's very easy to figure out. Yes, it is. Now, the easiest one is like a team like Ohio State where it just tells you the name. Tells you the name. If 3-9 Mart, yep. I think so. If not, then against the Jaguars, will do it. So a commercial break in Red River, 10-6, Oklahoma triumph for the first time today. And push your dog, guys, turning. If you like what you see, folks, hit like, comment, and subscribe. Does help us out a ton here. Again, every donation counts toward you make the call on the such game we're calling. New Mexico State, Liberty, Arkansas State, South Alabama, or FIU, Western Kentucky. You got today, and today only to decide on this one. I might leave it on until tomorrow. Actually, I might leave it on until tomorrow at the end of the first quarter. I might do that. Actually. I'll leave this open till the end of the first quarter tomorrow. And then the start of the second quarter, we'll do a different you make the call. So that's what we'll do. End of the first quarter, we'll leave it open until. Second quarter, we'll start the new you make the call. Nope, very hard to. Very hard to. All right, Moore under center here, ball at the 35-yard line. How is pitch comm legal? Play action. Moore fires in the flat. That's caught. To the 40. That's his tight end, Johnson, or Sadiq, I should say. Gets the first of 47. Without it, it's very hard to communicate which pitch you want to have thrown. Without making it very obvious and the signs get stolen. To the top of the screen. Well, they'll talk about 400 once he gets close. Once he gets like 395, they'll talk about it. Jet sweep pass, ball to the 49-yard line, goes to Corey and Moore. So a nice day today. Gain of 3 there and in plus territory for just 2 plays. Now, usually they don't talk about when they know it's not possible. Once he gets to 395, they'll start talking about it. Tackle there by Lewis Moore. On to Corey and Moore. On the pass from Dante Moore. It's Moore to Moore before being brought down by Moore. In the Texas game, we saw a touchdown thrown by Arch Manning to DeAndre Moore. So, how about that? Speaking of Dante Moore, 3-step drop, nothing open, now going to scramble. There's holding on the play. The guy got tackled, not that it matters, because Moore gets sacked at the 46-yard line. The flag is obviously holding. Kind of tackled this guy to the ground, but that'll get declined. The ball will be at the 46. So on Alex Harkey, not that it's going to matter. They will decline the penalty and bring up 3rd and 12. Well, they accept it? Wait, why? Okay, they actually... No. No. They're not accepting that, no. Yeah, they change it. Yeah, they talk with Kurt. Yeah. It's 3rd and 12. Yeah, they're not accepting that. Make it 2nd and 16. That makes no sense. Touch push very effective by very situational play. Yes, absolutely. Kickoff fielded. Touchback ball at the 25-yard line. I can't watch college game ever again. I'll take that deal. I'll take that deal. Yeah, I'll take that deal. So, well, the 25 in Red River again, because that drive was very long, you figure we're going to have a commercial break here, and we do. You got to squeeze them in somehow. Kurt's now talking with the ref saying, hang on a second. You got the spot wrong. And that's the right spot. That's why I was way too far out in front. 3rd and about 12 for Oregon after that sack and the decline holding penalty. Screen pass caught, and we'll get 3, so we'll have to punt at the 50. Nothing doing on the first drive of the half for either side, and Gary Bryant getting brought down by Aiden Fisher, who's been all over the place today. My was on start for me? No, it is not. But I can always do other stuff. Never watch a non-Jags game ever again? No. I would not. I die the next day? Jags when I die the next day. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? You know, that'd be the highlight of my life. You know, that's ending on a high note. You know, that's ending on a high note. You know? You die a happy man. Be the happiest anyone's ever died. Honestly, be the happiest anyone's ever died. James Ferguson-Wells, he's going to punt on the run. Thought about trying to fake. Gets a punt off on the run. It's a beauty. Down to the 2. Absolute beauty there. On the run. As Indiana closed in on him. James Ferguson-Reynolds. Got the punt off. Got contacted too. The ball be at the 2-yard line. A 48-yard punt. For being down on the play by the goal line by Tiedemann. So loving life after that one. I don't blame him. Ball's at the 2-yard line. That is a beauty. That is a beaut right there. So a commercial break there. Indiana pinned inside their own 5 when we get back. Jags are there for 25 years. But football is 2,000 levels of parity every year. Oh, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm a Jags fan first and foremost. A Jags fan first and foremost. How many will be able to win? I'd probably be dead of a heart attack. The guy did the Super Bowl Pepsi back in the 90s. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a fun video put together. That was the first one after John Boy's also shouted me out, so that was okay. I hope this one is good because like he shouted me out about how great like my football content is, and it's like, oh, here's a video about a man in a Pepsi commercial who died. It's like, okay. I did well, so that was a fun one to put together. That was a really touching story. We'll have some more commercial videos coming out this year too. Ball at the 2-yard line for Indiana and ball at the 25 for Oklahoma. So we're back in Red River. Sooners find themselves trailing for the first time today. This is their first drive of the half. That last start by Texas took over 7 minutes off the clock. Thanks to going 4 for 4 on 3rd down. Collab, I would love that. If he ever wants to, I'm down. One on the top, one on the bottom, back to his right. Mateer. Pump fake twice. Now sidearm. Oh, that should have been picked. That was pick 6 to the house. Jelani McDonald. How on earth did he not pick that off? Oh, I would take that, JFK. How was that not a pick 6? McDonald right in his hands. And he was gone. So I was shocked when Kyle was in the gym. Yeah, absolutely. Dorktown Jaguars video. I'd love that. Trips to the bottom, one at the top. Mateer keeps himself on the read option down to the 30. Gain of 5. How fast did I run? Pretty fast. Jags wrong side of football. Can I stream it? I will be live after the game. But I won't be streaming it. If it means nothing, that's a different story. The game means nothing, I would do it. It's like side football means nothing. But other than that. 3rd and 5. Cannot afford to go 3 out because their defense was on the field for a long time last time. Blaylock to his right. 1 at the top of the screen is Burks. 3 at the bottom. Does it Oregon win? I did. The half just started. It's a 3-point game. It's anyone's game. It's been a great one. They send 3. Mateer, second read not there. Now fires middle of the field, and that is broken up. Incomplete. LaFau on the coverage. Almost got the pick. Mateer playing with fire on that one. It's a quick 3 down. Probably, honestly, it's probably lucky for Oklahoma that it was only a 3 and out and not a pick on that drive. Comeback pattern incomplete. Waiting for Surratt. Tight coverage on the play there for Oklahoma by Aaron Flowers. Brings up second down. What was Scott in the hotel gym? So he had just bought the team. The yacht gets parked outside his yacht gets parked outside the hotel. He had no place to stay in Jacksonville. He had literally just bought the team. And he was going to be at the game to honor the previous owner because this was his final game. The punt takes a very good bounce for Oklahoma. It's going to be down at the 11-yard line. Handoff there gets 2. Got some extracurriculars after the play as well on the punt. Balls at the 11 as 6-7. There was a flag on the play. So that's why he was at the hotel gym. He was going to the game, but he had nowhere to stay. And his yacht didn't have a gym. That's his old yacht. His new yacht is nicer. I was at the game? Yes, I was at the game. Comments going to work out, yep. Franchise history review can actually be 101, yeah. With the riots, yeah. The 2 riots. 3rd and 8 for Indiana. 2 at the top, 1 the bomb back to his right. Mendoza play action in his own end zone. Got to get rid of it off his back foot. Incomplete, hit the ground. Surratt thinks he had it, but Oregon says otherwise. The refs say otherwise. Iffy on the coverage, and it's a quick 3 and out for the Hoosiers. They'll be putting in the run end zone. Not working out how to give coaches a long leash. He wasn't the owner yet. He wasn't the owner. Ownership didn't transfer until the day after the game. So, are they looking at targeting here? They're looking at targeting in the Oklahoma-Texas game. First down, Texas. After the punt, but they got some stuff to sort out here. For a half percent sure. I had no idea he was going to be there. I didn't know. Ball at the 45 after the punt return by Bryan to the 40 and down the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the return. And Oregon taking over in plus territory when we get back. So a logo shirt that I was wearing from the photo? Yeah. No, I like the napkin better. I actually like you can frame the napkin. Remember when the students have luck takes priority? Yes, it does. 100%. So we're going to start in plus territory after a net of just 34 yards. So the game was on the... The game was on the 1st. I think ownership transferred the 4th. So Khan wasn't the owner yet. Muffs Buns had their own 10 Gs. Was Tony Khan there? Not to my knowledge. Meanwhile, first down for Oregon. Screen pass down to the 36-yard line. Gain of 2. Goes to Corian Moore. He's had a busy day so far. Gets 2 there. I swear, if Penn State loses, man. That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. Just blow it all up at that point. 2nd and 8. Ball to 35. Actually going to give him 3 on that one. They'll give him 3. 1 on the bottom of the screen. 2 in the backfield. More in the pistol. Stretch play. Bottled up behind the line. Nowhere to go. Loss of 3. Make it 3rd and 10. That was Sierra Hill on that one. Just hasn't been active today in this one. 3rd and 10. Moore. Pressured. Going deep. 1-on-1. Incomplete. Was looking down the field for Decorian Moore. Was off his back foot, was pressured to be a quick 3 and out. We'll see if Oregon tries a long field goal. They're going to go for it, though. 4th and 9. They're lined up to go for it. 3 on the top, 1 on the bottom. They're going. Moore, they send 4. Moore, middle of the field, wide open, caught. Underneath, first down. Jeremiah McClellan, his first score of the day, and it's a big one. Keeps the drive alive, gain of 14. Did the Jags lose the last game? No, they won. They played the Colts. They won that game. Trying to play them where every sports series making Mariners heroes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Arch, I mean, that was the first drive. That was the first drive, but he looked very good the first half. What do you get for 2007 levels of parity? That was a fun year. That was a fun year, but not giving up the Jaguars. Play action. Moore going deep. 1-on-1. Out of bounds. Looking for McClellan. Tight coverage all the way by D'Angelo Pons. Brings up 2nd down. What's funny, that game actually, that gave the Colts Andrew luck. So, it was one of those where people wanted the Colts to win because if they lost, they would have gotten the number 1 pick on Andrew Luck. Moore was limping on that one. Took a shot. Moore bit hobbled right now. They were going to switch again the week before. No, that was like a month before. That was like late November, around Thanksgiving. Handoff up the middle. Called a gain of 1 for Texas. Is Oregon, meanwhile, Davison. He'll get a couple there. 3rd and medium for the Ducks. NFL 11 2007 parity for 1 year. Eric could beat anyone. I don't know there was really parity. One team went undefeated. I don't know if that's really 07 parity. The one team went undefeated. College parity was crazy that year, but NFL, I don't know about that. Coming over after the year ended. Yes, he did. Yeah. 2nd and 7, out route and incomplete. Nice throw. Was looking on the play for Emmett Mosley, but broken up by Cortland Guillory, the true freshman. Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Longhorns. Meanwhile, 3rd and 6 for Oregon. That's caught short of the sticks is Davison. Right around the 16-yard line. 4th and 2. You figure no decision here. They'll leave the offense. I did not see the clip of them Pacific South Center, but I did hear about it on Twitter. I haven't seen it yet. Texas will have the win? Yes. Playoff team, they run the table? If they run the table, yeah, they win the SEC. So, yeah. Yeah, they win the SEC. They're playing. Yeah. Look, if they have SEC team with 2 losses going in. SEC team with 2 losses is getting in. Arch. Flushed out, hit as he throws, and that is... He caught that. Holy cow, the 28-yard line. Oregon going to try a 34-yard field goal. Not going to leave the offense out there. Thought they were, but they'll just try and tie it up. And it's good right down the pipe. Halfway through the 3rd, it's 13-all. Jags games, 06 is when I went to my first one. I think the most I went to probably in 1 year, probably 2017. We tried selling tickets. Yeah, we tried selling tickets. Yeah, that's a clean catch. He got the foot in bounds. That's a clean catch. What a throw by Arch on the run. 13-all in the Oregon game. They tie it up on the field goal. Thanks for the short field. As Weiser gets down to the 32. 2nd and 7. Yeah, we tried selling tickets. But they don't exactly have a large fan base in terms of people that want to buy the tickets. So, usually just 8 the loss most of the time. I go in 2017. I went to Titans, I went to Chargers, I went to Patriots preseason, Buccaneers preseason, Titans, Chargers, Rams, Texans, and the playoff game, so 7. Arch as he throws on the comeback route, incomplete. Well, actually, there was no one there. Will they get grounding? There was no one there. It was being pressured. I'm not sure who was outside the pocket. 3rd and 7. How do college receivers adjust staying both feet for a catch in the NFL? A lot of times when you see college guys make grabs, they're not making it with 1 foot. If they make it with 1 foot, it's usually like a crazy acrobatic catch. They're trying to get both feet in anyways. They're trying to get both in anyways. You're not seeing college receivers or high school receivers putting 1 foot in and then 1 foot out. It's usually a catch that's like a crazy acrobatic catch. Swings it out on 3rd and 7. Weiser, can he make one miss? He does. Can he make the second? He does. Gets a block. First down. Texas perfect on 3rd down this half. 6 for 6. And that was all Weiser. Gain of 18. And midfield. Got a beautiful block in the second level. So great job there, not giving up on the play. And that is Trevor Gooseby. The effort there. Just delivering the boom. Knocking out number 5, Kendall Daniels. Ball's at midfield. Texas driving. A very good spot right now. In plus territory at the 49-yard line. FLU's cultural rules are going down means dead ball? No. No. They should not. They should not. Head over the middle. Down to the 44. Weiser having a nice game so far. Nice half, at the very least. We'll get 5. Under 4 to go in the 3rd. 10-6. Now, Indiana getting it back. And a tie game, 13-all. One at the bottom, one at the top. In the pistol, Arch hands off again. It's QW, and he will get about 2. Down to the 42-yard line. Brings us up 3rd and 3. So we got a kickoff here in Eugenie. I'm pretty sure all you guys tuning in for this one. The kickoff will go into the end zone. Indiana takes over with 7:10 to go in the 3rd at the 25-yard line. All knotted up at 13. After the chip shot field goal by Oregon. 3rd and 2. Under 3 to go. One at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his left. Motioning over to the line is Moore. Arch going to keep himself on the read option. He's got the first. Slides down the 35-yard line. Gain of 7. 3 for 3 on 3rd down this drive. 7 for 7 this half. 2 for 6 in the first half. 7 for 7 in this half. Much different. Mendoza gives it off to the side and no gain on the play as Black gets taken down by Bryce Bonninger. The give here we want for Texas, and they're going to go backwards. So loss of 4 to Jarrett Gibson, brought down on the play by Taylor Ween. So 2nd and 14. Yeah, game to find driving there, potentially. Any games where they could potentially look at the playoff spot? Yeah. Yeah, I might. We'll see. We'll see on that. I want to be in the same if they clinch. I do want to be in the same if they clinch. 2nd and 9 for Indiana, the 26-yard line. Mendoza pressured. Here's he throws. Slam pass low, incomplete. Struggling this half. He's missed on his last 3 throws. That one broken up by Jaden Kennedy. Pass behind the line for Arch, and they're going backwards again. There's a flag in the Indiana game, meanwhile. But bottled up at the 44-yard line. 3rd and 19. They're in a good rhythm, and now they're going backwards. Meanwhile, the flag is pass interference on Oregon. So moving up to the 36. Was not found that screen call. Yet he's tugging the whole jersey. Surratt was getting tugged all the way by Iffy. Iffy coverage there by Iffy. And ball the 36 as a result. It was not even the intended target. Wasn't even looking his way. 3rd and 19 for Texas. They're 7 for 7 on 3rd down this half. Well, the bad news, they won't get it. The good news is they do get some yards, get down to the 30. And now a decision. It's 4th and 4. You got 15 yards to go. Out route there for Indiana. That one's caught the 41-yard line. Call a gain of, say, 4. Brings up 2nd and 6. Go for here. They're going to kick the field goal. I'm fine kicking. I'm fine kicking. Shipley's got a good leg. Shipley's got a good leg. He's made from 60 before. 48. 4th and 5. I'm fine. Certain teams to go. I'm fine kicking here. Make it a 7-point game. Shipley. Snap is good. Kick is up. It is perfect. Shipley drills it. It's 2 for 3 today. And Texas leads by 7. As Indiana fumbles out of bounds, it's going to be a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3 at the 44-yard line. As Black lost the ball, but fortunately for him, the ball just goes harmlessly out of bounds to Iodi on the tackle. Right, average kicker go for it. Yeah, he's good. Like, he'll probably be playing on Sundays. He's good. 13-6, 20 seconds to go in the 3rd there. Meanwhile, 5.5 to go in the 3rd in this one. 13 all. Two at the top, two at the bottom, back to his left. Mendoza in the gun. Takes the snap. QB draw. He's going to run for the first. He's got the 50 and down to the 47. A couple nice plays made by Mendoza with his legs. So he's brought down there in plus territory by Jerry Mixon, the junior linebacker, for a first down after a gain of about 9. First and 10. No kickoff here by Texas. 21 seconds to go in the third. The kick by Stone will go into the end zone. And Oklahoma's going to start at the 25 with a touchback. No first downs for the Sooners this half. It's been a rough one. The handoff here for Indiana. Roman Hemby gets down to the 38. Gain of 8. Brings up second down. You know they're in field goal range. They made a 58-yarder earlier. Rivers got Bears game went a lot. Yep, Arches look better. That's part of the thing. Arches look better. So Oklahoma has called 3 plays this quarter. On 5 yards. Mendoza, 2nd and 2. Comeback route caught at the 28-yard line. Great throw there. He hits Surratt for the first time this drive. Gain of 10 and a first down. Mendoza on the money on a drive that started inside their own 30-yard line. At the 25 to be exact. Could be the final play of the quarter here for Oklahoma. In the pistol. 3 at the top of the screen. Play action. Hitch caught. First down, that's a 35-40. Burks out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Forced out of bounds by Michael Taffy, but that'll take us to the end of 3. Gain of 21 and a first. Oklahoma near midfield when we get back. Meanwhile, Indiana tries an end around, and they're not fooled. They are not fooled. TT, Tuioti. Tuioti on the stop. They'll lose 5, 2nd and 15. Harsh on defense. I'll put a pull up. They go to Cooper. It does not work. So we go 4. Oklahoma, Texas. Put a pull up. In Red River. 45 down, 15 to go. Meanwhile, 2nd and 14. Mendoza, 2nd read. Just fires in the flat instead. Breaks a tackle. Here goes Hemby. First down, trucking ahead to the 9-yard line. Nothing was on the first read, so just checked it down, went through his reads, checked it down, tried to live another day, and then Hemby does the rest. Breaks a tackle from Jerry Mixon and brought out of bounds on the 9-yard line by Brandon Finney. He never sees him multiple times, yes. Ball at the 9. Indiana looking for their first points of the half. Can they get them here? Yeah, if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out on the channel. Jordan Sambo, yes, I love those guys. Mendoza, they send 4. Looking, comeback route. Flag for PI, gonna get in the end zone. Elijah Surratt has gotten a PI drawn on him twice this drive. He has been a menace, and Iffy, he's not the guy. You can't put Iffy on him. Oregon has to switch it up. You cannot have Iffy lined up on Surratt because right now that's a mismatch, and it's getting called every time. Pass interference in the end zone. Ball near the goal line. As Indiana. I think we know this seems legit. Last year you were unsure. Last year with Indiana you really didn't know. It was a weak schedule. Against Ohio State, the one team they played that looked like a legit team, they did not look that good. Hand off the middle. Hemby, in, touchdown. This one, though, is legit. This Indiana team, you can say without a shadow of doubt, is for real. How does tackle eligible work on the defense knows what's coming? Well, sometimes it's a tackle. Sometimes you throw it to the tackle. Sometimes just to get the guys down the field quickly. Like, you can do different things with tackle eligible. Indiana last year, you didn't know if they were legit or not. You really didn't know. It was like, okay, they only had 1 loss. You can't keep them out. They're a power team with 1 loss, but their schedule sucked. They played no one. The Ohio State game, they did not look good. They never looked competitive in that one. It was just, you didn't know if they were real or not. This Indiana team, you know, is for real. This Indiana team, regardless of what happens the rest of the way, they are 100% legit, and Kurt has done a heck of a job with this program. They blew the doors off of Illinois when they were ranked. And now they are in Eugene, And they lead by 7 on the road against one of the best teams in the nation. Mendoza, a nice drive. Surratt drawing 2 PIs. And then Hemby punches it in for his second rushing touchdown of the game. 20-13 your score over on CBS. We got a good one, folks. Still a crap against Ohio State, so would everyone else. What about that? Also, they didn't look in the playoff last year either. They did not look in the playoff last year either. All right, first down the 46. Oklahoma 57% round with the Sooners to win this one. It's a lot less than where it was before. Mateer. Juke move to get a couple. Gain of 4 at midfield. If Indiana wins Eugene, oh, they're top 5. They're easily top 5. They win Eugene, they're top 5. I put them at probably 3. I put them at 3. Ohio State 1. Miami 2. Indiana 3. It's that easy. Ole Miss didn't do anything to go up. Ole Miss did nothing to go up. Look like crap against Wazoo. They're my number 3, if it happens. Head of the middle. And we'll call it a gain of about, say 2, down to the 47 of Texas and Xavier Johnson. You figure it's 4 down territory here. Third down. And we're going to be to Ohio State. That's about it. And Bama could. 3 at the top of the screen. Back to his left. Mateer, QB draw. He's got the first down, then some huge block in front to the 30. 25-20. 15. And then pushed out of bounds to 14. There was a flag on the play, though. There is a flag on the play. It's a gain of 33 if it stands. Is it coming back? Arch great to his uncles. He's definitely worse. Mechanics-wise, he's not as good. Yeah, they're going to go holding on that one. Wipe off the gain of 33 yards and move it back 3rd and long. Then we'll get that one on the tight end, number 86, Carson Kent. And yeah, grab him around the collar. Easy call there. As Ethan Burke was being mauled on that one. It's a big holding. Instead of a gain of 33, it's a 3rd and long. There wasn't even a need to do that, too. I think Mateer had the first down regardless. Mateer had the first regardless. 3rd and 12. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his right. Kickoff here by Indiana. Touchback, 25-yard line. Mateer, middle of the field, dropped and intercepted. Can't put that one on Mateer, but that's the 3rd pick he's thrown today. And on the interception is Grayson Littleton. Texas ball. Inside Oklahoma territory. That one's not Mateer's fault. It was dropped by his wideout Satanga. Yeah, you know that holding was bad. What a turn of events there from the red zone to now intercepted. And Texas starting in a very good field position. The throw might have been a bit behind Satanga, but still, it's a catch you expect a guy to make. Handoff here for Oregon to the 30-yard line, and it'll be gain of 5 for Noah Whittington. Yeah, a bit behind him, but you expect him to make that grab. And it falls right into the hands of the true freshman Littleton. This was a Texas team that had 5 interceptions all season. They have 3 today. And Littleton gets his 2nd of the year, both the 44. They give to Weiser on the side. Spin move, hurdles a guy, and down to the 40. Weiser, he has made a lot of guys miss today, but he is down in some pain. He is slow to get up. Oh, he is very slow to get up. Meanwhile, 3rd down in the Oregon game. Yeah, he's going to come off the field. He's in some pain. Weiser's in some pain after that one. Took a shot as he hurdled. Could have gone for 30. Yeah, could have. I think they would have. I think they would have. 3rd down and 1 for Oregon. Meanwhile, ball at the 34-yard line. Empty backfield here. They'll just QB sneak it, fall forward, gain of 3. They spread the box out, fall forward. That's the way to do it. First down. There's going to destroy Texas. I mean, with the way Arch looked and with the way Mateer had been playing this season, I don't blame him. Obviously, it has not worked out that way. Second down, handoff for Texas, nothing doing. It's James Simon, the true freshman. The absence of Weisler for the moment. Can Texas take advantage of the short field? A chance to make it a 2-score game here. Shirley on the run, the fourth. This isn't really a this is not a road game. Comeback route incomplete. Benson wants PI, not going to get it. You know, this isn't a road game. This is neutral. This is neutral. You know, the game, ooh, not good. Man, I knew Air Force could play. I knew Air Force had a very good offense. Wait, UNLV's leading. It's 29-28. Screen pass caught behind the line, and they'll get a couple. You figure they're going to go for it here. Be 4th and 3 at the 37. A grab by Wingo. So Weiser's going to come back in, it looks like. He is jogging off the medical table. If they want to go for it, no surprises. You know, Oregon's 2nd and 10. Could be the final play of the quarter, and nothing doing for De'Air Hill. Bottled up by the line, 3rd and long when we get back in that one, assuming that is the final play of the quarter. 4th and 4, Texas. One of the top two at the bottom. They are going to not go for it. And will they call timeout or take a delay of game? They'll call a timeout, so I'll think it over. You know, this is, it just happens to be a home game for Texas, technically speaking, but it's neutral site. This is one of the 3 neutral site every year. It's Cotton Bowl, it's Red River at the Cotton Bowl, Georgia, Florida, and Army Navy. Yeah, I like Mullen. I think Mullen's doing a good job. He had to go from Florida, but he's doing a good job. Yeah, no, Indiana, you can't really hate on them. You can't really hate on them. Not for football, at least. We go to the 4th, 3rd and long for Oregon when we get back in that one. I think they're going to send the field goal unit out. Be a 55-yard try. Shipley missed from 55 earlier today. They have a distance. It was off the post. Shipley, 2 for 3 this game. He makes this as a 2-score game. It's the same spot he missed last time. From 55. He'll try another 55-yarder. To make it 10. Don't know about this, but let's see. Snap is good. Kick is up. It is straight enough, but short by 5 yards. Not even remotely close. It had the accuracy that time. The first one had the distance, but not the accuracy. This one, no, that's annual. We're just talking like annual between the two teams every year. Doesn't even come close to having the leg. And Oklahoma will take over the 37. No harm done off the material interception. You know, we're just talking games that are played every year. Like Chick-fil-A, it's different teams every year. Neutral field? No. God, no. No. Ohio State, Michigan should not be neutral field. The integrity version of football, that would be insane. I held them, coach. I mean, they'd be holding on every play. So ball the 37 for the Sooners when we get back. If you like what you see, like button, subscribe. We have the emojis in the chat for all the teams playing today. Yeah, I would have gone for there too, yeah. 55 versus 4th and 4, I would have gone there. I would have gone there. So we start the 4th in Eugene, 20-13, 3rd and long for the Ducks. Valve, 2 undefeated Big Ten teams, looking to go to 3-0 in conference play. Become bowl eligible already. Not that either of those teams are thinking about making a bowl. They're thinking about going all the way. Another game I want neutral field. North Carolina, South Carolina should every year be at Bank of America. I think UNC Scar at BOA every year would be really cool. I'm fine with that not being home and home. I'm fine with that being in Charlotte. Other than that, I'm not really crazy about like annual neutral site games. Like, it takes away from the environment. James Franklin have a job tomorrow? Yes, but by the end of the season, I don't know about that. If they lose this game. 2013, Indiana leading by 7. 15 minutes away from potentially having their biggest win in the regular season in quite some time. A true statement game if they can do this. Third down, more pressure. He will get sacked at the 33-yard line. It is Kellen Wyatt. And they'll have to punt it away. Travis less accuracy? Yeah. What was it on the hash at center? Yep. In college, the hashes are different. Wyatt comes off the edge, unblocked, unaccounted for, gets by the center. Gets by Apani. And Oregon's have to punt this ball away. What a performance by the Hoosiers so far. Got a good one off last time. This one fielded at the 13 and fair caught. So Indiana starting us at the 20. First down, Oklahoma, down to the 45. There's a flag and play. After this, it's pretty easy, relatively speaking. Michigan State, UCLA at home. Maryland, Penn State, Wisconsin, Purdue. No ranked opponents the rest of the way as things stand. It's not bad. Holding on the offense, so back it up 10 yards, and Oklahoma started at the 27-yard line as a result. Well, Indiana starting at the 13-yard line. Another good punt there by James Ferguson Reynolds. Yeah, the O-line is not doing well right now for Oklahoma. Injured player, meanwhile, in Texas. Jalen Gilbo, who is down right now. One of the defensive backs, so we'll step aside there with 11:26 to go. First and 20. Meanwhile, for Indiana, ball at the 14-yard line after the punt. Play action, Mendoza fires to the flats, caught but a modest 1-yard gain. That is it. There's Nowakowski. His second grab of the day, down to the 15. Second and 9. You know, I would have gone for a 4th and 4 in that spot. Very rarely am I kicking 55 in college in a spot like that. Second and 9. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his right. Mendoza takes it as they send 4. Hands it off to the side. No, keeps himself. And diving ahead to 22. Fooled everyone on that one. Nice job on the read option. Mendoza makes it 3rd and about 2. Brown gets dealt? No, I don't think it gets dealt at the deadline. Maybe next year during the offseason, but not at the deadline. Pretend to be her to get more commercials in. Third down. Mendoza with a back to his left in Hemby. Can they keep the offense on the field and avoid going 3 and out? Mendoza, play action. They'll send 5. Now they send a 6. Back foot. Underthrown. Picked off at the 30, 20, 15, 10. Cuts back 5. We're all tied up. Brandon Finney. Mendoza underthrows that ball. And what a time for his second pick of the season. It's a pick 6. And Oregon an extra point from tying this up as the true freshman, Brandon Finney, gets his first career interception and takes it to the house against an NFL quarterback in a top 10 matchup to tie this ball game. Was looking for E.J. Williams on the crosser, and Finney just jumped it. And then Mendoza line. And the extra point by Sappington, and we are all knotted up at 20. A bad time for Mendoza's second pick of the season. Can he respond off his back foot in midair? Not a smart throw. Never had him. It was going to be underthrown all the way with that footwork, and Finney jumps it perfectly. 20 all. Your score. Indiana will get it back when we get back in Eugene. Colorado up by 4, and Iowa State, oh my. That would knock Iowa State out pretty much. So we 2 conference losses, that would be very tough. All right, back in the Red River shootout. 1st and 20 of the 27. We got a good one here, folks. We're calling 2 games at the same exact time. Tremblay and Kevin Harlan will be live later tonight from Michigan against USC. That will start probably around 7:40 Eastern time. We'll be live for that one, so make sure you are here for that. Meanwhile, first down the 30-yard line, Mateer. QB draw. Now he's going to throw backwards. That's a fumble. That is a fumble. No one on Oklahoma is aware of it. And Texas picks it up at the 13-yard line. No one's aware of it. Let's see if Texas was out of bounds before they got the ball. Mateer threw it backwards. It clearly did not go forward. The question is, did Texas recover inbounds? Otherwise, it's going to be a loss of a lot of yards. But who's got it? Was Texas out of bounds when they first made contact with the ball? And they were. So it'll be marked at the 18-yard line. Yeah, Julio was so good in college. The lowest push percentage against in the entire FBS scored at PFF. As a freshman, he's a baller. As a freshman, man. So Oklahoma retains possession because Texas was out of bounds when they recovered the fumble. But it's 2nd and forever. 2nd and 30 to be exact. What do you have in the playbook here? 3 at the top, 1 of them on. Back to his left. Mateer just going to hand it off, get some breathing room. I'll still be 3rd and very long as Blaylock gets down to the 27-yard line. They're there about. Touchdown with Western? Oh, you got to be kidding me. There's no way they're going to do this. There is no way they're actually going to do this. 10.5 to go. 3rd and 21. Well, Indiana trying to bounce back after the pick 6 thrown by Mendoza to the true freshman, Brandon Finney. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Man at the bottom for Oklahoma is Burks. Back to his right. Mateer takes it. Face 10-4. Mateer scrambles to his weak side. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. Wants a flag for PI and not going to get it. Was not catchable. And Oklahoma will go 3 and out. The first Sunday football game? I have not. Promise that it will get copyright claimed and struck. The NFL already did a video on that one. Best NFL ready quarterback coachable right now? Simpson. Ty Simpson for me. The Alabama kid. The Indiana, I mean, Penn State has fallen apart since that loss. That whiteout loss destroyed that program, I think. Kickoff here for Oregon as the rain has started coming down in Eugene. I will go into the end zone for a touchback at the 25-yard line. Oklahoma has a punt with 10 minutes to go. RC winning now. We'll see. This drive is going to be big. This drive is going to be a big response. What do they have in store? Punt returns to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Runs to his own guy, stays on his feet. 40, 30, he's gone. There are no flags on the field. Ryan Niblett, 2-score game. Punt return to the house for Niblett. And Texas leads by 13 with the extra point pending. Niblett ran into his own guy, and everything is falling apart right now for the Sooners. 2nd down for Indiana. Second game? Yeah, Colts Chiefs. I did a video on that one. Yes, I did. Yeah, 7 Hunt. Yes. I did a video on Colts Chiefs. Yes, I did. 2nd and 8. Mendoza checks it on the hitch. It's caught and dives ahead for the first down. Nice effort there by Cooper. We're at the 36. Extra point by Texas. Good. They're dropping 10+ spots. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Arch Manning game, manager breakout game. Yes. So I take start. Yeah, I thought Mateer was going to play a lot better. I did not expect this. 20-6. Sooners, 10 minutes left, down by 14. Yeah, Colorado being, I would say, the Big 12 is just nutty this year. Texas, oh, they're easily back in the top 25. Easily back in. In the flat, that's caught. It's Hemby. The 38 brings up 2nd and 8. You know, Texas, it would not even be a conversation. They're back in the top 25. Now, Penn State is not back in. But Texas would be. Texas, I have no problem putting them back in. Top 20 if they hold? Yes. Yeah, they'll jump quite a ways. They'll jump quite a ways if they hold this one. 2nd and 7. Ball the 39 for Mendoza and company. Under 11 to go. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. In the pistol. They'll give it to Hemby on the stretch. Won't get much. Down to the 42 before he's taken down the play by Bryce Bottiger. Mistake to play Batier? No. I don't think so. This is more mechanics. This is not like a arm strength thing. Well, that's going to help Oklahoma. The kickoff goes out of bounds. I would say 19. No, 19. 3rd and 4, Mendoza. Middle of the field, caught. Did he get the first? Milikowski, I think he's shy by a yard at the 45. Touch reserve be banned? Yes. Yes, it does. If you can't officiate properly, it's got to be banned. Oh, you drop? They will drop outside the top 10, I think. Offside on the defense, so it's not going to matter whether or not I got the first down, because it's a first down either way. Oregon was offside. Oklahoma ball at the 35-yard line. Quinn Ewers got injured? Yep. That's why Philadelphia. Yeah, Matier, 3 picks out. The third one was not really entirely his fault, but the first 2 were really bad. So first half, Oklahoma at the 35-yard line. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right. Matier, middle of the field. That's calling the slant to the 50. Brought down the 48-yard line. I get something going here. That's a good start. That's Gibson on the grab in plus territory. Matier, as Mendoza hands it off, goes to Black. He'll get about a yard. Now the pass for Oklahoma, that's caught down to the 35-yard line, keeping the pile moving. That's Xavier Robinson. I don't think it'll affect this play that much. I really don't. It's not like he's missing guys because he's not as accurate. The mechanics are just way off. That's the problem. That's nothing to do with the hand injury. 1st and 10 for Oklahoma. 9 minutes to go. Back-to-back big plays. They're in plus territory, and now it's 4-down territory the rest of the way. 2nd and 8 for Mendoza. 1 the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right. Handoff. Black. He'll get 7. At the 44-yard line. A good response so far by the Hoosiers after the pick 6. Matier. 1st down. Gonna look to throw on the run now. He's going to take off and run to the 30. He'll wisely get a bounce to the 28-yard line. Forced out by Simmons, but a gain of about 7. Death by 1,000 cuts. Yep. Does feel the way. 3rd and 1. Play is blown dead. They're going to get another false start. False start. That's the 3rd one on Indiana today. Back it up. Around's been a good quarterback so far for the Saints. He's been fine. Yeah, it's been fine. 2nd, about 2 for Matier and company. 8.5 to go. 1 the top, 3 at the bottom. Back to his right. Tell him they'd be a lot closer. Yeah, but surprised for that. Fires in the flat. Caught, but blown up immediately. Great open field tackle. Jermichael Carter going absolutely nowhere. Bottled up at the 29-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 3. Well, 3rd and 6 for Indiana at the 49. Mendoza. They send 5. Out route. Caught. 1st down. It's Surratt once again. Gain of 14, and they are driving in field goal range. What a response by the Hoosiers after the pick 6. A big connection there. Mendoza-Surratt, one of the best combos in college football all season. You see why the double move. Beautifully done. Sorry, emotional letdown. Yeah, I get it. 1 the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his left. Matier hands it off on 3rd and 3. Got the first. Play lock. Down to the 25. 7.5 to go. Aller Southern. Oh, no. That sucks. Ball at 36 for Indiana. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Stretch play. Looking for some space. Cutting back is Hemby. He will get down to the 33-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play as Oklahoma goes quick on 1st down. Matier, middle of the field. Almost intercepted. Double coverage. Double coverage was broken up by Ty Anthony Smith. And a throw he'll want to have back. 2nd and 6, meanwhile, for Indiana at the 32-yard line. Main event for real. Nice. Nice. 2nd and 10 for Oklahoma. 7 minutes to go. Meanwhile, 2nd and 6 for Indiana. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his right. Mendoza takes it. Oh, flag is blown. False start. The 4th one. Mateer. Pressured. Sacked. Loss of 10. The 35-yard line. And what's 4 down territory at this point? They are in some serious trouble. Man curse? I don't believe in man curse. I haven't believed in a while. They've got him on the shift a few times now. That's 4 false starts on Indiana today. Or for assistance, that's good at least. That's good as walking off at least. 2nd and 11 for the Hoosiers. 3rd and 20, meanwhile, for Oklahoma. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom, Mateer. They send 4, trying to avoid the sack. He cannot! Loss of 2! 4th and forever. They're going to have to go for it. Screen pass to Surratt behind the line. 30, 20, 15, 10. Tackled out of bounds at the 6-yard line by Tiananmen. Surratt does it again. Gain of 31. 1st and goal for the Hoosiers. 4th and 22 for the Sooners. Gotta go for it. This is the ball game, basically. Mateer, back to his right, takes it. They send 4. Buying time. Pump fake, checks it down, overthrown, incomplete. Looking for Kanik, the tight end. It's a turnover on downs, and Texas will take over. Up by 14 as that throw is incomplete. Looking for Cooper, middle of the field. 2nd and goal. Turnover on downs. Texas ball, 5.5 to go. To the Gino. Well, he didn't throw it away. He just missed him. He was going to be well short of the 6 either way, though. 6.5 to go in the Indiana game. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Penn State stopped. You got to be kidding me. Back to his right. First 3 not there. Second round, they're going to look to take off and throw on the run. Back in the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Holden Stays, the tight end, the senior tight end. But out of the back of the end zone brings up 3rd and goal. And there's some more top 2 quarterbacks. I could see it. I could see it. I think Simpson's going to go 1 when all is said and done. I think Simpson will go number 1 when all is said and done. But Mendoza and Moore going first round. They're going top 10. They're going top 10. I like Mendoza a lot. Bad pick aside, I like Mendoza. And Moore's fun to watch. I like Mendoza a lot. They're not going to get this off. 7 on the clock. They have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left. They have to burn a timeout. They're not getting the snap off. With 6:27. Texas, where to make the playoff? They can afford 1 more, I think. You know, he didn't throw it away on 4th. He threw it short of the sticks, but he didn't throw it away on 4th. He's trying to hit his tight end. Just couldn't. Just couldn't do it. 3rd and goal. Arch, this half he's looked good. First half, not so much. Second half looked good. Big 3rd downs, looking down the field, rolling out. He's looked all right the second half. In general, yeah. Oh, I think Simpson's staying. He's going to go top 10. He's not staying. Simpson's not staying. There's no way. There's no way Simpson stays. He's going to go top 10. Take the money and run. 3rd and goal. And appreciate all you guys being here for this one. We'll be live from Michigan, USC in about an hour. I'll link that stream in just a little bit. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right. Mendoza trying to bounce back from the pick 6 last drive. What does he have here? They're going to send the house. They send 6. 1-on-1. Back shoulder. No PI. Touchdown. Surratt. Indiana in front. Texas is going to the top 20, I think. Surratt, there is no PI working on Iffy. And man, you had to think Surratt on Iffy, that's going to mismatch this entire half. They leave him one-on-one. That's a matchup they want to get. He was called twice for PI. This half already on Surratt. He's just been so good on him. Outmuscles him. And Indiana will take a 7-point lead. A great response by the Hoosiers. So the extra point is good. 27-20. Yeah, Drew Aller injured, yep. Second down for Texas, meanwhile, while all this was taking place. 2nd and 5. Ball at the 42. They give to the side. Wisner will get a couple down to the 44. Texas kneel now? No. No, you just run the ball. Wisner's been playing out of his mind. No, you don't kneel. Oklahoma will burn. I believe they'll burn a timeout. And they will. That's their first. They'll have 2 left. Penn State actually losing it? Yeah, they are. They are. Somehow they are. By some explanation, they are losing. Which is just nuts. It's another way to say it, but nutty. There's no other way to say it at this point. You know, I saw the video when kneel. I did see a video when kneel. This is not one of those cases. This is not one of those. Northwest converts a third. Oh boy. I think we have 2 more weeks till the rankings. I think week 8. Keeps himself. Arch to the 40. 30. Slides in bounds to the 25. Arch Manning keeps it on the read option. Picks up over 30 yards. And Texas in business. Oklahoma will have to burn their 2nd timeout. Sever comes back to the Rams with successor in 26 or 27. Well, they have 2 first-round picks, so I feel like they're going to do it this year. So they have 2 first-round picks to work with. They have 2 first-rounders. They made that trade with the Falcons. So, and Oklahoma not taking a timeout. 4 minutes to go. Right now, like 29. Yeah, well, I think they win that game if Matt Ryan doesn't fumble inside his own 20. Wisner down to the 23 on the sweep. Gain of 3. And Oklahoma burns their 2nd timeout. 2nd and 7. Penn State down 2 timeouts. Oh boy. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, like button, subscribe, helps the channel a ton. If Texas scores on this drive, we will stop coverage of Red River. And we will focus solely on Indiana, Oregon. You called Oregon losing? I mean, this would be a crazy win for Indiana, but there's still plenty of time left. There's still plenty of time left, NKC. There's 6.5 minutes left, and Oregon's got the ball. It's been a wild game so far. Had 6 slid down the 1-yard line. Oh. That's smart. That's smart. You're going to lose to UCLA Northwestern back-to-back weeks? Yeah, until the fumble. Once the fumble happened, I'm like, oh, crap, this might happen. Once the fumble happened, I'm like, oh, no. All the 25 touchback. All 4. Texas 2nd and 7. Arch hands it off to the side and nothing doing. Bottled up for a loss of 5. 3rd and 12. Oklahoma burns their final timeout. It's been a great 3:30 window. Yes, it has been. Texas figure they're going to run the ball here, kill some time off the clock. They would try a field goal, make it a 3-score game, and then you put it out of here with 3 minutes to go. Now Moore to the top of the screen. Takes it. Trying to avoid the sack. He cannot. Just slides down for a loss of 3. Mario Landino went on the help for the sack. As Indiana's D-line has gone into him right now. Second and 13. Yeah, they easily could have called ball. Yeah, they could have. Literally, they could have called it. How's it going, Tim? Appreciate you tuning in. 3rd and 11, meanwhile, for Texas. 6 minutes to go in Eugene. Clock was stopped for an injured player. Moore with the back to his right in Whittington. Now he goes to his left. 2 at the top, 1 the bottom. Moore takes it. Play action. Tip to the line. And it is intercepted by Indiana. It is picked up by the Hoosiers. Texas down to the 21-yard line. Picked off by the Hoosiers. And they'll be starting this drive in field goal range. Tipped at the line and picked off. Indiana takes over at the 30. Moore. Just his 2nd pick of the season. Lewis Moore gets to the deflection there by Stephen Daly. 39 yards for Texas, right down the pipe. 3 minutes to go. 23-6. We will seize coverage of that game, barring anything crazy. First down for Indiana, and they will back up 5 yards on their 5th false start of the day. Yeah, we can go Red River early. Oregon lose how far they fall? Oh, they're still in the top 10. They're still in the top 10. Dante Moore does not look great under pressure this game. First and 15. Keeps himself. Mendoza to the 30 and out of bounds to the 29-yard line. We'll get the yardage back. Top 10. Texas is not going in the top 10. No. There is no chance Texas going top 10. Top 20. Not top 10. There is no way Texas going in the top 10. I don't even know what top 15. Second and 7. And we are not doing any more coverage of Red River, barring anything crazy. This one seems over. 2nd and 7. Well, 5:20. Head up the middle. It's Hemby. He'll pick up 3 down to the 26. So Indiana's for real. Indiana's 100% for real. We know that. We know that at this point. Third and 4. You figure if Indiana gets a first down, Oregon starts taking timeouts. Penn State loss. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. How bad that program's fallen off. Jamestown done? Oh, 100%. You lose to UCLA Northwestern. You lost 3 straight. Supposed to make the playoff this year? Yeah, he's done. 2 the top, 1 the bottom, back to his right. Line shifts. They don't bite. They send 5. Mendoza, second read. Crosser, caught. And now a decision. He's short by a yard. On one hand, you can kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. On the other hand, you need half a yard. If you get it, you can kill some time off this clock. They're going to leave the offense out there. Wait, wait. He did not get the first. No, timeout. Well, I leave him out there because he got the first. He did not get the first. Timeout. Timeout. There is no way he got the first. Timeout. There is no way Nowakowski got the first. There is no universe. There is no universe he got the first. There is no universe he got the first. He's short. They'll change the call. Yeah, there's no universe he got the first. He's short by a yard. Now you have a decision here. You have a decision. Because obviously, we're going to just assume he did not get the first. Do you go? Or do you kick? There is no way. That's a first? Okay. Wow, okay, first down. Apparently that's a first. Again, the yellow line is unofficial. I don't know how. The refs been kind of drunk this game on both sides. I either need to get my eyes checked, or I don't know what to make of that. It clearly was not a first. They give it to him. Ours benched. I don't think he will be. Handoff here goes to Hemby. Down to the 16-yard line. Oregon should start taking their timeouts. They will take their first. I don't know what the refs are looking at. First and 8 for Colorado. Let me guess. There was a run that then second level holding. Yep. Oh my, demonstration refs. Yeah, I got nothing on that one. I got nothing on that one. All right, starting game is 2016. Yep. Starting Ohio State Michigan game. 2 timeouts left. Again, we're ceased coverage of Red River. So that's over. 23-6. Yeah, 12 years on the field. Yep, that would explain that. That would explain that. I appreciate all you guys being here for this one. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. All Indiana needs at this point is 3. All they need is 3. Or if they lose, that Penn State win does not look as good. No, it does not. No, it does not. You are not getting there. 2nd and 4. Ideally for Indiana, just get the first, make Oregon burn their timeouts, make it a 2-score game and ice it. That's going to help. Gain of 5. Hemby gets the first, and Oregon burns their second timeout with 3:42. Buffalo for more extensions? I've seen it, yeah. In fact, this on national TV made it even worse. All right, let me open up the stream for Michigan USC. We'll be live for that one in about 45 minutes. I'm going to open that up. Well, Oregon does not take a timeout, actually. I thought they were going to. They do not. They do not. All right, let me open up that stream. Allow anyone to join that one. One on the top, one on the bottom. Handoff up the middle. Tries to bounce out, and Hemby will lose a yard. Back at the 12. 3 minutes to go when Oregon burns their second timeout. So make a call for every one. Yeah. That was not even remotely close. It's top 5. Oh, they'll be top 5. They're not top 3. And the reason why is because you have Ohio State, Miami. Oh, wait. Yeah, they're not top 3. Wait. Not top 2. They'll be 3. They'll be 3. Ohio State 1, Miami 2, Indiana 3. Because Ole Miss isn't moving up. Ole Miss is not moving up. Original Buffalo because stop losing another. So, yeah. So, obviously, Oklahoma at 6. They're going to drop. Oregon will drop, obviously. Ole Miss did nothing to improve their status today. Indiana's 3. I'll put the link to the USC Michigan stream. We'll do that, and that's going to start at like 7:35, 7:40 Eastern time, sometime around there. 1 timeout left for the Ducks. And we've seized coverage of Red River. It's 23-6 in that one. 1:23 to go. That one's over. Texas going to go back in the top 25. They're going to win. And Oklahoma's going to lose their first game of the season. So that game is donezo. This one is not. Although in a very good spot. Indiana. If they can take it down to 2 minutes and take a 2-score lead. if when the Jets won Thanksgiving, that'd be cool. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. A lot of Bears today. A lot of Bears today. A lot of Bears. I got Indiana minus 45,000. It's down minus 50,000. That's great. For Halloween, getting Christmas shopping done? Nice. Yep. I do the same. I've already done some Christmas shopping. I found something the other day where I'm like, I gotta get this for my dad. So I got something planned for that. 2nd and 11 for Indiana after the timeout by Oregon. I think we'll be live for USC Michigan after this is done. I'll get the emojis in for that game when the time comes. So another 2 games at once marathon. Again, we're going to be live for 2 games at once for Monday Night Football. We're going to do the same thing for Monday Night Football. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the Kevin Harlan 2 games at once. I've done it before. Always enjoy doing this. I'll end up both times involved Oregon. We'll hop off after this game is done. Meanwhile, Mateer, 4th and 10. He will get sacked, and that's it. Texas wins 23-6 your final. 23-6 your final in that one. That one is officially over. 6 spreads I buy a year? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. The 2nd down for Indiana. Red River officially over. One side of the stadium is still full. The other side is basically empty at this point. It's a ghost town. Gain of 3 for Hemby. Down to the 9. 3rd and about 8. Oregon burns their final timeout. Yeah. Oregon's going to drop Ole Miss. They're not moving up. You know, Indy's going 3. Indy's going 3. I'm putting Indy at 3 in my poll. Ohio State 1, Miami 2, Indy 3. And I had Ole Miss at 4. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put Bama. Bama is my 5. They were my 5 to start. My rankings, I had Ohio State, Miami, Oregon, Ole Miss, Alabama, Indiana. Indiana's going to jump up to 3. I think Oregon's going to stay in the top 10. Oregon's going to be fine. I might just flip-flop Indiana and Oregon. I might just flip-flop them. Third and 8. Could they rest our stars theoretically? Yes, they could. Appreciate you, Lou. Appreciate you. It's been a fun stream so far. It's been really, really nice to stream, so I appreciate you guys a ton on that one. You guys can have donations and whatnot, and it's been a fun one. 3rd down. A 1st down just about ends this thing, but obviously I think they're just going to run the ball. The handoff here. Hemby. Down to the 5. This is one of the few times you're inside the 5 and there's no decision. You're kicking the field goal. Yeah, it's got to be Penn State. Locale of the week, too. There's no decision here. You take it down, you kick the field goal, make it a 10-point game, and get out of here. Usually 4th and 3 at the 5-yard line. 95% of the time you're going for it there because you either get the touchdown or if you don't get it, they're pinned inside the 5. This is not one of those times. This is a very obvious kick the field goal, make it 10, get out of here. Will they punish teams if they knew the resting starters? Well, I mean, the voters don't watch all the games. The voters don't know who, some of the voters don't even know who wins and loses each week. Indiana calls timeout. Colorado upsets Iowa State. Oh my God. Wow. Big 12 is wild this year. Should we worry about Oregon? No. Indiana is just that good. Indiana's legit. Mendoza's good. I mean, what about Moore under pressure? Mendoza impressed me more than Moore. Mendoza's more NFL ready than Moore. Biggest win of March career? Easily. Easily. Not even close. Penn State football, that's a funny joke. That's a funny joke. But Indiana's just that good. Again, Indiana dropped 63 on Illinois. Indiana's a legit team. Voters should watch all the games. I mean, it's not a hot take. I mean, in theory, that's how it should work. In theory, that's how it should work. Covering the Gators. We'll be live for it, but we're going to be doing the Michigan USC game. I'll be watching it. I'll be watching the Gators game. We'll see if I can pull back-to-back wins. The field goal here to all but end it. Radicic, 22 yards. Snap is good. Kick is up, and it's good. 10-point game. Nebraska wins on the road against Maryland. Good for them. They might be top 25 now. They could go top 25. Oregon ball. Down by 10. No timeouts. 2:06 to go. Really? We're going to take a timeout? Really? Hey, get an AP vote? You got to be a writer. You got to apply and you got to be a writer. But I would love to get a vote. I watch more college football than most of the voters. I would love to get a vote. Class rival game fluke BS? Yep. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Washington Bowl? Yes. That offense is really good. They're my top 25. They're going to be my top 25. They will absolutely be my top 25. No doubt in my mind. They will go to the top 25. You have one loss. That one loss is on the road, or not on the road, to number 1 Ohio State. You are 100% in the top 25. Kickoff touchback. Trying to find what I need to find. Hang on, give me a second here, guys. Trying to get the emojis ready for the next game. To save some time. You do Swords House 25? That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'd be down for that. Probably no weight. But I'd be down for it. More. Intercepted on the comeback route. Intercepted. Back-to-back picks thrown. It's Isaiah Jones. Calling game. Indiana. Moore had 1 pick all season. 2 in his last 2 throws. And Indiana's going to win this one. Now there's 2:01, so it's not technically a game yet. Technically. But we all know it is. OJ John top 25 poll? That'd be cool. You know, that would not be bad. Yeah, I put it like a Google form. I put it in a Google form and whoever wants to fill it out. First ever road top 5 win for IU. Does that get it? 2:01 is at 2. 2:01, it's not over. 2 minutes it is. 2:01. So it's not officially over, but I mean, it's pretty much over. It is pretty much over. They will take a knee at the 30. Clock's going to stop because of the 2-minute timeout. Biggest win in any history since the clinch of the Rose Bowl? Yeah. You go on the road, you're legit. This game proved to the world Indiana is for real. This game proved to everyone the Hoosiers are legit. Last year was fun, but you didn't know if they were legit or not. They had a weak schedule. This year, there's no debate. This team is legit. This Indiana team is freaking fracking legit. And they are so fun to watch on the job that Kurt has done in 2 seasons where it's larger than the polls, so it should work, yeah. You would think. You would think. Oh, there'll be 3. I think they're going to go 3. Ole Miss did nothing to go up. Ole Miss did nothing to go up in the poll. They did nothing to go up. Like, Ole Miss did not look good today. Okay, 4, 5, 7, and 5, 6, 7. They had nothing to go up. I mean, you're going to have, obviously, Ohio State's going to be 1. Miami's going to stay at 2. Indiana's going to go to 3. Ole Miss is not jumping up. Nor should they after that game against Swan State. They did not look good. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Indiana's going to 3. And they deserve it. They 100% deserve it. I mean, if the top 3 is not in any order, Ohio State, Miami, Indiana, I got questions. I got questions about that. If it's not that in any particular order, Mendoza has a front runner and next quarterback of the Jets. Maybe. One of those is a good thing. One of those is a good thing. And go forward only after final game ends each week. Yeah, I could do that. And then just post on the community tab. I wonder how many people fill it out, but that'd be cool. That'd be really cool, actually. IU does have a single ranked opponent 12-0. They can be. They can be. I mean, look at that schedule. It's not bad. Michigan State kind of sucks right now. UCLA, they've won 2 straight games at home. At Maryland, Maryland, decent teams so far. Penn State on the road, they've fallen off. Wisconsin home, Purdue on the road. They could go 12-0. Absolutely. Anyone with 2 touchdowns, Swamp will miss? Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. It's going to be a tough game against Florida. I think A&M wins that one. Bama, I mean, I have Bama at 5. I think Bama could be 5 when all is said and done. I had them at 5 in my AP poll. Not what I thought was going to happen. I put them at number 5. They're a darn good football team. And Simpson are so good. Frank going to fire tomorrow? No, but he is he's not he's not surviving next season. Neil down here. Mendoza brought down the 35-yard line. Again, they can't end the game on this. They cannot end the game on this. The pick with 2:01 instead of 2 minutes is big, actually. But was it falling off? Oh, they're falling off. The wheels of the bus are crashing at this point. I'll just put the bonuses on right now for the games. Let's put the bonuses on. So we got 190, 193, I should say, then 120, 111. And we'll leave that up until the first quarter of tomorrow's game. Should we fire immediately? I mean, he's so bad. Yeah, I mean, this way he's got to go. Timeout, Indiana. They take the clock all the way down. 117. You figure at that point. I think I can do 2 at once, right? I can do this, right? Yeah, we can do it like that now. Do it like that. Yeah, how it would work? That'd be cool. I don't know. Go all the way up to who deserves to be number 1. Maybe Rex our way to vote. Yeah, I have to figure out the details. Probably wait until November to do that. Third and 17. 117. Take a knee. Down to 112. 40 seconds off. Take it down to 32. Take another knee. 28 seconds. Oregon will have time. I mean, Oregon theoretically still has a chance. Theoretically. Theoretically, there is a chance, but it's not a good chance. But they will get the ball back. How's it going, Ender Games? Hoosiers? Let's go. Keep the pressure, please. Oh yeah, they're a darn good football team. All these years, waiting for the moment. This is one of the biggest wins in program history, with no hyperbole or exaggeration. November's really when it starts to matter. Fourth and 22. If they're just going to pin him deep, try and punt it away, they're not even risk it. They're not even going to risk it. They'll just take a knee. Mendoza will take a knee on 4th and 22. We brought down the 40. It takes a shot on that one. It's okay. Turnover on downs. Ball at the 45. I'm not crazy about the way they managed that. Because now Oregon, if you get about 20 yards, you're going to try a field goal, then make it a one-score game, get the onside kick, and then who knows. Yeah, it's not a good chance. But I don't think Kurt realized the situation. Picking with 2:01 now with 2 minutes. Matt Patricia in the NFL, yep, Lions fans remember, unfortunately. Yeah, this one's technically not over. You get 20 yards here. You can try a field goal. And then it gets a bit interesting with the onside kick. They send 3. More. In the flat. Caught. Gain of 5. For Gary Bryant. It's not the best bet. The Mark's down age now. Second down. Houston a bowl? Yep. The way they look good. Cincinnati's a bowl too. They send 3. Moore checks it down the flat. Caught. Did he get the first? I'm not sure he stepped out before the first down. Whittington. He might be shy. He might be shy. Yeah, he is. It's bad awareness by Whittington. I know you want to go out of bounds, but you got to get the first. You had acres of space to do it, too. 3rd and 1. 23 seconds. They send 3. Moore in the flat again. Incomplete. Looking for Whittington. Last chance for Oregon. Indiana about to go to 6-0. They will get inside the top 5. Barring anything crazy. Dare I say it, as high as number 3. Moore. Middle of the field, caught, first down. That's fine. It took a lot of time off the clock down to the 40-yard line. Gain of 7. 11 seconds left. Yeah, Michigan lose, so they should drop out entirely. I think they will lose. 10 seconds. 9. 8. Moore takes it. Moore checks it down. It's caught. 5. 4. Gets out of bounds with 3. 2. This could be important to some. This could be important to some. Will they try the field goal? They will not. They will not try the field goal. They should be top 3. I put them at 3. I'm putting them at 3 in my boat, at least. They leapfrog Ole Miss. I'm putting them at 3. Miami 2, Ohio State 1. Moore. Clock's at 0. Just be smart here. Gonna throw it to the end zone. And incomplete. Indiana goes into Eugene. And the Hoosiers will start the season a perfect 6 for 6. Kurt has been masterful in his time with the Hoosiers. Last season got to the playoff, and this year picking up right where they left off. Last year you wonder if it was a fluke or not. This year it ain't no fluke. It is legit. Hoosiers win by 10. Last one I go through, JP. Last one I not go through. All right. Here's the game plan. I'll see you in about 20 minutes for the USC-Michigan game. Appreciate you guys being here. JG9 signing off. Indiana by 10. They go on the road. They pull it off. The biggest win in program history. Texas back? No, they're not back. Appreciate you guys being here. See you guys in 20 minutes for USC Michigan Game 3 that we're doing today. Take care.